Yo, Doug, Kenny Boucher here. The Long War. We're doing it again. Another live battle report coming to you from the Beats Lab in Aberdeen, I believe is the...
That's good. Aberdeen is correct.
Joined tonight by Austin Wingfield, A-Dog. Austin from the Wobbly Modelers, casting on this tonight. How's it going, brother?
Hey, man. How are you?
Just thugging it out. Looking forward to another game. We've got Beats Lab Dan and the legendary Cat Commander himself, boots on the ground in the Beats Lab, helping us report. Tonight, it's going to be Juice versus Shay. I'm going to go to the overhead. They're already deploying, and my man Austin's going to run you guys down on these lists tonight. And if you guys want to see the lists and follow along, ! Lists in Twitch. Go for it, Austin.
Cool. I'm going to start with the Death Guard. Shay is running Death Guard today, and Juice will be running the Bobby G Ultramarines. Death Guard coming in at 1,999 points. He's got a battalion and an outrider as well as a spearhead. So help me out with math. That's 5, 6, 7, 10 command points.
Did you say it was an outrider, spearhead, and a battalion?
That is correct.
10 CP, homie.
10 CP. I'm going to put it on the sheet. He's starting with 10. He in his battalion, we're rocking a Death Guard battalion. He has Typhus. Typhus has taken Miasma and Vitality to buff the Poxwalkers that are in this list. Speaking of Poxwalkers, there is 2 squads of 20. And then he has a 32-man cultist. I wouldn't call it a bomb. It's really just going to be standing around on objectives, but he is a large cultist unit. The Outrider is Death Guard with a Demon Prince with wings and 3 bloat drones with 2 plague spitters apiece. So they're the flamer guys. And then we're looking at a spearhead of Nurgle. So it's a mixed Nurgle detachment. So he has a Demon Prince with Nurgle psychic ability and then 3 plague burst crawlers, all with plague spitters as well. So this guy's got a lot of flamers that are plague weapons. So you can imagine his warlord in that Death Guard detachment is another Demon Prince in that battalion, and he's going to be the Arch Contaminator, letting all of these plague weapons reroll to wound within a 7-inch bubble. So it's a pretty big bubble too.
He's already got them on the map too, guys. If you look up here, we're circling them. These are drawing reasonably shaped arrows kind of in and around the crawlers. Oof.
So you can imagine most people will castle with these, and that Demon Prince kind of just hangs out with them all the game and allows them to reroll ones to hit, obviously, and then reroll all failed to wound rolls on both the main gun and the side guns because they're all plague weapons on those tanks.
No doubt. It's a pretty good combo. You see it a lot. Plague Burst Crawlers are really good for their points.
So some cool stuff. He's got some cool psychic abilities with blades. He's got Virulent Blessing on that Demon Prince of Nurgle, so maybe a Tyrannosaurus Demon Prince coming to a screen near you in this game. One can hope. But some cool stuff going on there. I'm going to hop over to the Ultramarines. Looking at it here, 2,000 points flat. He has got a battalion, a super heavy auxiliary, and a spearhead. In his battalion, we're rocking a lieutenant and Chief Librarian Tigerius.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The legend. And he's got some sweetness. He's taken Null Zone and Might of Heroes to potentially buff up some of the units in this army. There's 3 units of scouts, 10 of them with snipers, which may come into play. 10 snipers isn't scary, but like they do participate if you ignore them.
It's truth.
We also have a company ancient for the trickery that is, and you can help me. We'll walk through him. I think he's got some tricks up his sleeves with the company agent. We've got 2 Razorbacks with assault cannons filling out that battalion. Obviously, the super heavy auxiliary, if you're Ultramarines, is always going to be Boucher Gilliman. We all know what he does. And the spearhead is a Tech Marine, 3 squads of Devastators with 4 missile launchers and a Cherub. And he packed in a Relic Leviathan in there. With 2 Storm Array cannons. So all of that with Boucher Gilliman, that's a fire base.
This fire base, I'm bringing it up on the screen, on the street level cam right here. You guys can see he's taking this building right here, is getting all his Devastators. Do we know what the configuration of these Devastators are? Or tell me the magic.
They are all 4 missile launchers with a Cherub.
It could be more efficient, but that's fine. That's good damage. I like the old double las cannon missile heavy bolter configuration.
I'm looking in here. No heavy bolter config. This is old school ATC. All the missile launchers.
Makes sense. Makes sense. If you guys didn't know though, like basically if everyone had a missile and everyone had a heavy bolter and the rest were las cannons, there's a lot of great stratagems you can use to deal out mortal wounds in a pinch. He's got things in his army that have fly keywords. So basically, you'd be saying like missile launcher goes flak, mortal wounds to the drone. Heavy bolter does mortal wounds. Use the Terror to shoot twice. You make one of them hit on +1. So I mean, like right out the gate, like D3 mortal wounds to something, and you can do that every turn. And yet, since this guy actually has 3 things that fly, it would have been the perfect army to exploit that.
Well, he has a heavy bolter on the scout squad without the snipers, so we may see that.
Infernal rounds.
Yeah, there's no reason he won't do that every turn because he's got a boatload of CP with Gilliam in here.
Yeah,
not a lot to use it on.
Disflux in chat knows the configuration. So another thing you want to talk about here is he's got that relic Leviathan. And I have said this for a while. The Ultramarine Leviathan configured that way is better than a double Gatlin Chaos Renegade Knight.
Bold statement.
Here's why. He has a 2-up save, not a 3-up save. He has a 4-up invulnerable, not a 5-up invulnerable. So right out the gate, he's mathematically twice as survivable. He has half as many wounds, therefore he's exactly as survivable. So he's already the same survivability on paper. He's only like 350 or some shit, right? So he's like over 100 points cheaper and has more shots, or has the same shots, but his are strength 7. Not strength 6, so they're wounding most tanks on 3s instead of 4s. And if you put in psychic buffs on him, because he actually has the keywords to take on psychic buffs, he becomes even more survivable. He's basically treat him as a knight, a harder to kill knight.
It's looking like he's going to be getting mighty heroes in this list.
And he's gonna be toughness 9. Don't get it twisted. He's toughness 9, and he's gonna get -1 to hit it in the shooting phase. So that basically says you don't get to shoot him.
So I think Juice playing the Marines here needs to be very careful with how he's positioned because he does have a short range, right? So he wants to get in the action and be able to shoot his guns at things that matter, but he needs to be careful so that some poxwalkers can't sneak up and touch him, wrap him up.
As long as you don't let them wrap you up, remember, Ultramarines can fall back and shoot.
He's still good with that. My issue is he's not a Knight Titan because he has less wounds. So the smites, there may not be a million of them, but even just the smites in the Nurgle list here.
Right. But he has true, but he does have access to Psychic Fortress.
Which gives him a 5-up, right?
I think Psychic Fortress is a 4-up. It's the Psychic Power.
Psychic Fortress.
But Juice didn't take it. But is there any powers to have a Space Marine switch it?
Got this book right here. It's going to teach me. It's going to tell me
because
a story.
They have a stratagem to be a 5-up against mortal wounds, just like the Knights do. But I think they have a psychic power that's like a 4 versus mortal wounds, causing the psychic phase. I'm not sure.
I doubt Juice will see it because it's not like you're playing Thousand Suns here, or it's not like you're playing something that is really dishing out mortal wounds.
All right, here we go. They've rolled the dice. Turn 1. We are getting lit up from the boots on the ground. Leviathan plus Robbie G is stupid. Oh, thank you for the insight there, boots on the ground, Dan. Juice tried to seize. He failed. Shay is turn 1. We have begun the game. Real quick, guys. Looks like Shay's making his advancements. Let's walk you through it. We're playing the Crucible. This is an ITC mission. There's 5 objectives. This is Dawn of War. Secondary objectives, old school. Both parties chose to take old school. That's a good choice. My man Juice took Big Game Hunter, which makes obvious sense with how many models in Shay's army have more than 7 wounds. And he marked the Cultist, the Poxwalkers, Typhus, and 1 Plague Burst Crawler for death. And then on the flip side, my man Shay took Kingslayer, trying to get that Robbie G. Old school, like I said, and he marked the Devastator squads and the Leviathan. So got some secondaries, I think that are really well thought out, really good choices. But
they planned it out well. I think both of them, basically every unit they kill is going to get them points. So between Big Game and Marked, and between Kingslayer and Marked, and then obviously both of them picked Old School, they're really just trying to table each other and stand on objectives.
No doubt.
This is what we're going to see.
Beat Dominator in chat. He said Psychic Fortress is a 4+ to Psychic Mortal Wounds. See, that one is the heater, bro.
Yeah, so you can sneak that in there if you're playing.
I mean, you don't have to pick until you see the matchup. That would have been a good one. But Juice did take he took Mighty Heroes Null Zone, and I think Null Zone is crucial. He has the second smite, so like he himself can do a bunch of mortal wounds.
So Mortal Wounds is Null Zone 6-inch bubble, right?
Right.
So I kind of thought that was a misplay. I don't see that being an issue because most of the missile launchers don't have high enough AP to do anything. The Leviathan doesn't have high enough AP to get through. So these demons don't really need their.
If a demon prince wants to get anywhere near
Rabute, so I agree with that. But they're gonna die anyway if Gilliman gets the charge off.
Also, how many plague bearers are in this list?
Poxwalkers, he has 40.
Oh, so there's no plague bearers in this list?
Nope, just he went pure Death Guard and has Poxwalkers instead of plague bearers.
I think a lot of times Null Zone is like having Death Hex. It makes you just not want to get there.
That's true.
I think so. Like if Shay knows he has Null Zone and he knows it's a 6-inch bubble, he might just play a little KG turn 1 instead of Combat Juice, which will give Juice the entire extra turn of shooting that he wants. So we'll see. In Psychic Powers, you never know, right? He's got 3 guys who can deny the powers, so like you can't even count on Psychic Powers in this matchup.
So looking at the placement of these crawlers, when I've played against them, I haven't really played with them. I play Death Guard myself. A lot of people don't play aggressively with them, and they'll kind of hang back, and as long as they're in range and pluck away. But I really find the actual reason they're good is those flamers on them as well.
Yeah, but he took the flamer configuration, not the entropy cannons, right?
Right, so I prefer that they're aggressive. He's kind of screening himself out where the crawlers aren't going to be able to move anywhere. He's going to sit back there and shoot. He has to clear this midfield because he does have a lot of infantry that has to move as a priority. So I feel like turn 2, he better start moving these crawlers in a better position so they can be more aggressive. Right, so when I deploy myself, I would have left pockets for the vehicles to move first. And then the infantry can move as fast as they can. But this center ruin here is also interesting if he decides to move these vehicles because the big cannons on these crawlers don't need line of sight.
Don't need line of sight. So maybe he's just trying to camp out behind the building. We'll see.
Because the missile launchers will be screwed if they have to shoot Poxwalkers. Now, obviously, they can shoot the strength 4 shots and kill all of them, but he really wants to start plucking away.
All right, we're jumping into the psychic phase, cutting you off. So my man just rolled an 8. I don't know what the power he's trying to cast is, but he doesn't have many. So he's probably buffing the Poxwalkers, and he's out of range of Tigerians, I'd imagine. I just saw a marker go to the Poxwalkers.
So what he should be doing is buffing one unit, and then the other unit he can sneak the Cloud of Flies onto.
So make them both tough, yeah.
Well, the Cloud of Flies makes the unit untargetable if it's not the closest.
Right. Does he have to? Cloud of Flies is the...
It's a Death Guard stratagem.
Stratagem, that's right.
Not sure. Boots on the ground, you can help me out with what's going on, Dan.
So he just actually double buffed the unit. So... which just means Juice will target a different unit.
So, +1 strength and toughness and miasma, he should do that. But like I was saying, make someone shoot your buff unit by not letting them shoot the other Poxwalker unit with that stratagem.
Correct. That's where that stratagem is amazing. It makes them like a character, right?
Yes, they have to be the closest and visible. So there's some sneaky shit you can do. With the visible part, like even if you're a wall of whole army of mortars, and you have to see me to shoot me because that's what the strat says.
I feel like that's a Plague Burst crawler rolling a random amount of shots. Looks like we're in the shooting phase. Plague Burst crawlers, guys, if you didn't know, have indirect fire, roughly battle cannon profile, D6 shots.
Shooting.
So it looks like I think he just burned a CP to re-roll it. Yep, he converted a 1 into a 6. So now he's going to start taking out Devastators. So Devastators and Ruins. I wonder if Juice played the cover strat. It hits on 4s, unfortunately, but they're still cheap. So
rerolling 1s for that Prince hanging out in there.
Yeah, correct.
So what we're going to see here is a bunch of... if he's in terrain already, he doesn't need to play that strat for the cover because these are infantry. So correct. He's going to have a 2-up save. And the crawlers are -2. Is that correct? I think.
We're gonna have to confirm that. I think they're -3. D3 damage. But either way, my man needs to roll 5s, I think, right? 5s will save.
They are only -2.
Only -2. Ugh.
So 4 up saves.
4 up saves and cover.
But small dev units and they're marked, so this is looking for old school and a marked here.
These are more cannons. This is another dude. Now he has to lose a missile launcher because I think he just lost his sergeant. And 6 more shots. Oh, it's a brutal amount of shots. What are these things? 140. Reroll the ones.
They're like 148. They're pretty good. they're pretty good this way. Obviously, when you roll a bunch of 6s to shoot, him not moving them looks better now.
Sure enough. Ooh, I think he just picked up a Devastator squad.
Let's confirm that. Hey, I tell you, remember Arch Contaminators on this Prince back here, so these are re-rolling all to wound rolls.
Yep. Arch Contaminator easily the auto include for most Death Guard players. Well, it's right here. You can see him way at the top, chilling, creating a little bubble, making sure all these guys benefit from his Arch Contaminator skills.
Cool. Looks boots on the ground saying this is the rolls for the dead Devastators from the banner.
Ooh, so this is Chapter Ancient time. So guys, on a 4-up, when a dude dies, he can shoot. And he gets Rabute Gilliman rolls.
Ooh, did you know that's not terrible? That's like a force modifier on top of a force modifier.
Oh, my man just made 2 5-up saves. If you guys are watching along in the chat, we're simulcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. ! Lists if you're on Twitch, if you want to get a close-up on these lists played by Shane and Juice tonight.
Question for you, Kenny. Does the ability to shoot, is this as if the shooting phase, or can they shoot characters?
Because it's the shooting phase, they can't yet shoot characters. Believe they can shoot characters other times.
So if they die in the
Psychic phase.
We will look it up if it needs to, but that'd be kind of neat.
All right, it's off to Juice right now. Turn 1 in the books.
How many objectives was he able to touch here? Not a lot.
Looks like, switch to the overhead.
Looks like 1.
Is he only on 1 objective? Ooh.
It's not a real aggressive turn 1. Goes back to, that's really why I like taking Plague Bears instead of Poxwalkers, due to you take the Scrivener and they move 7, advance +1. You can steal the board.
Okay.
This is not stealing the board turn 1.
Correct. So I think he's just got this 1 objective up here, turn 1. So he is doing the ITC thing. He's held an objective. I think if Juice plays his cards right, he's going to hold more objectives. And Beat Dominator, thank you for the chat. He says, hey, Space Marine Banner lets you shoot as though it were the shooting phase.
Perfect. Thank you. So no, you have to, can't shoot character. So Juice is doing what we talked about, and that Leviathan's going to be up front. So that's, where are the scouts at? Do you know? Anybody tell us where the? It looks like the scouts are.
Looks like Razorbacks already moved. I bet they're in this. I bet you're in these Razorbacks.
Yeah.
I bet you there's some scouts in these Razorbacks. Let's see if we can get boots on the ground. Cat Commander and Dan to confirm.
You know, just like Nurglings for you, Kenny. Snipers hiding.
Oh wait, hold on. There's some back here. Look, there's some bottom right chilling in the building.
The tower. So he's got 15 of them, but like you said, if you can hide some scouts in the cut, you know, it'll really protect.
So it looks like they were in the building. Looks like he just advanced up behind. So scouts just boosted out from inside this building up behind these Razorbacks. So Juice is already in position. He's leaving his objective 4 alone. I wonder if he's going to cover that or if he's going after 3. Let's see what happens here. I want to see if Juice just wants to get his 4 position. Look what he's done here with this heroic intervention bomb around the Leviathan.
Well, I feel like he feels really good about +1 strength and +1 toughness Leviathan protecting Rabute.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So now you can't even pretend you're going to bubble wrap this dude.
Good luck.
So he's doing it. We're in the magic phase, I believe.
Goes off on a 6.
And we'll see if he's got anyone within 24 inches. Probably Juice probably stayed clever with that.
Clever girl.
Hellfire painting checking in. I believe that's Max. Psychic phase, and I believe he's got another power. What is he trying to cast here? A smite maybe? Ooh, 10, whatever that was.
Well, +1 would be.
Oh,
good
he's casting no zone. He's putting a no zone bubble.
Does that not take your invulnerable away?
Demons, I believe. No, it's everyone. It's enemy. It's got to be enemies. I don't think it takes you out. Someone confirm that. I've never heard that interpretation, but that'd be interesting.
I'll look it up. I don't play Marines enough to know that off the top of my head, but null zone. To the start of your next psychic phase, whilst they're within 6 inches of the psych or enemy models.
Enemy models. So that means you can't come here.
It says don't come in here, bro.
Looks like we're going to the shooting phase. And in case Juice didn't know, because I'm thinking he might have, because I was like, I wonder why those Plague Burst crawlers, what they're hitting on last time. Tiggy has this prescience ability to make someone -1 to hit, and it's in the start of the enemy shooting phase. So he actually doesn't have to nominate it until the enemy starts shooting it. He says it's shooting, then he does it. So it's not a second power, it doesn't happen in his turn preemptively. So it looks like we got some Devastators targeting Plague Burst crawlers right now. D6 damages, is that what these are?
D6.
I think he's going to CP.
To a 1 to a 2.
So it looks like he got his CP back from Rabute right there. And my man's going to make him some disgusting resilience saves right now. He made 2, 3. Plague Burst Crawler, one of the most resilient takes in the game. Toughness 8, I think.
Oh yeah. No, it's probably too cheap. They're a little cheap for what they do.
They are a little cheap.
I think they're probably good. They're good. They're not. You don't see them all over the place.
But when you can, people were taking 6 of them. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think there was lists with 9 with a tree, right?
There was. 3 is the okay number. All right, looks like we got more Devastators coming in hot. All hits because of Rabute Gilliman. Wounding on 4s or rerolls because of Rabute Gilliman. All but 1. My man has to make some 5-up invuls right here. Juice needs him not to do that. Made 2. Juice needs a big number here. 6, the biggest of all numbers.
I feel like there's bigger numbers than 6, but that's the highest number on the dice.
Oh, my man just picked up 5 out of 6 disgusting resilience saves. Oh shit, Juice. This is getting real. That's not good.
Yeah, when you don't fail saves, it can be frustrating, but you just gotta weather it, and eventually those things will die.
This just in: boots on the ground. Dan and Rob both admit to having pooped themselves.
Is it that bad?
That's what they just said. That 5 out of 6 disgusting resilience saves.
Breaking news.
So is this Leviathan time? I think he's counting out 20 dice. Oh, who is Leviathan? Is the Leviathan sneaking through to that Plague Burst? Oh my god. Oh no, what is he doing? He's going after a Blight Drone. So this guy moved, so he hits on 3s instead of 2s, but he rerolls 1s only, right? Isn't that how that goes?
Yes, because the modifier will be...
Oh, Juice rolled way too many 2s. That's brutal. Juice is getting plagued by bad luck right here. That's bad.
So these are a little easier to kill than a crawler,
Yes.
being only T7 and 10 wounds, but
And
still...
wounding on 4s or rerolls, and it's 2 damage. Stormcaster raise. So looks like my man has to make this many 5-ups.
It's another thing I don't understand. As the flies, why he didn't bum rush with the flies into this center building even and give him a 2-up
I think he
save.
killed one right there. Oh, No, that's the invulnerables. Now it's the disgusting resilience. Oh, I can always forget about that. Oh, he didn't make any.
Oh, wow.
Dead fly.
that ain't good. They got 10 wounds. I don't know if he is quite dead.
Are they 10 wounds? I thought they were. Oh shit.
No, they're 10. They're real. They're tough little bastards.
Good lord.
They're only 150 some points.
This is why I always say, honestly, the Death Guard Codex got a lot more toolboxes than like things like Thousand Suns did.
Oh yeah,
They're both good.
If you're taking a pure army, you get more out of the Death Guard.
Bad start to whatever this is. Is this more Devastators?
Trying to clean up something.
Snipers, same target. He needs these 6s and he gets to reroll. Ooh, reroll them all. Oh, come on. We need a couple 6s here. There we go.
There's one. Got a mortal.
Well, man, that's
so
the
five up for the mortal.
Well, he actually gets to take an armor save too.
Well, yeah, it's in addition.
So I wonder what order we're doing this in.
Looks like he's got 2 wounds left. Ooh, he's gonna be limping. Got a wound left.
Oh my goodness.
One fly.
Is Juice not gonna get old school? Not gonna get his old school point?
How many Devastator units have we shot?
I feel like he shot the 2 left because he lost one.
Definitely feel like we've shot in 2 of them.
Here's Gilliman's big gun.
G-Man. G-Man is in range to shoot the fly.
I think they're saying, oh, here we go. I don't know if he is. Is G-Man 24?
I think he's 18. I'll double check.
Looks like they're re-rolling everything that doesn't land in the box, guys. So it looks like he may have failed 1, and that's 2 damage. Is he going to burn a CP? Is he going to burn a CP?
No, it's 24-inch Hand of Dominion.
Is he going to burn a CP? Oh, he burned a CP. I feel like Juice is having a rough turn 1 here.
Yeah, not able to pick anything up.
Going
back to what I was saying, I really wanted to see these flies closer to this. Like, turn 2, they got to be getting, because they can move, advance, and shoot without penalty because they're assault flamers. Not sure why he's...
Well, I mean, honestly, if this was Shay's master plan, which was to move up, kill Devastator, not lose a single model, and then move up, that might have...
It's a bold plan, dude.
Bold plan.
I don't know where that... What book did he read that taught him how to do this?
Looks like we're shooting heavy bolters now. This is a rough turn 1 for Juice. He's got to come back.
Got some Razorbacks.
Because Shay's gonna hold, kill more. Juice is literally only gonna hold if you can't kill something.
And hold more, right?
I don't think Juice is holding more.
He's on the Razorbacks, got one, and his base is on. He's got anything in the middle?
I don't think anything's on 4.
What the? Why does he do that to me?
It hurts your feelings.
Every time. It hurts my feelings. Plus, I can't see it as well as you down there at the bottom.
You can change camera angles at will, right?
Yeah, I can see, but I've got all the boxes at the bottom, so I can't see objective 4 great. But why he could easily have strung back something.
So did the Tech Marine just shoot his plasma? Did I miss that? Boots on the ground, Dan Lab in there.
Oh, is that a feel no pain?
That's a lot of 5s.
I feel like he failed his save, and he's shaking. Yeah, I think he just made his feel no pain to stay alive again.
Oh my
God! That was like the last shot to kill that fly. This
is brutal. I mean, this is kind of like how Juice did this on our last show with his 6-up feel no pains. All right, guys, we're going to turn 2. Shay's up on deck. We're tallying points right now. I think Shay got 4 for... He got kill more.
Guys, this is 3 weeks now that I've done this, and that we've been doing it, and I haven't gotten on this mic. But did you damn see that I didn't kill shit?
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Shay was rolling 5s and 6s like I did last week. I just wanted to say how amazing that is.
That's literally what I just said. I was like, hey, Juice is not mad because Juice just did this last week.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what he was getting. He was giving him high 5s because he literally could not kill that guy.
Couldn't kill one model.
Be interesting to see if he falls back with that drone and hides it in a building for the rest of the game.
No doubt.
Because he's not in position to do anything with it. So I'm looking for him to hide that drone with the fly keyword, hide it in that building, let Juice forget about it.
Yep, that's basically what it does now. You just give him up points otherwise. Yeah, somebody asked in chat, Paolo says, why are we using missile launchers devs? I think it's just what we had in the Beats Lab. We all kind of believe in the 2 LAS, 1 missile, 1 heavy bolter configuration is the best, most efficient of all configurations. But we're tallying up points right now. We just jumped into turn 2.
I can tell you, Max is on here. He played our Devastator list at ATC for us. We'd had all missile launchers because if you get thrown out and you had to play Horde, or you get thrown out and had to play the Flyer spam, you had either missiles, which are great, or the frag variant of the missile launcher to handle the Hordes. So obviously can't use the stratagems for the mortal wound tricks as well, but still good.
Yeah, in ITC, yeah. I mean, when you can't control those matchups, it just seems like they just seem mathematically a good configuration. But to answer your question, it's because this list was already built.
That's right.
All right, so Shay's aggressively moving. He's on autopilot. I think the man knows what he wants to do this turn. Let's see if he brings that Demon Prince in there. Is he going to do it? Shay, you going to do it? The ball size on this man.
That's the T-Rex, right? That's the Death Guard guy?
The Arch Contaminator is in the back. He is not.
That's a fly. No, that's just a fly.
Oh, that's a blow drone. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell overhead.
Yep.
Here we go.
He's got 1 blow drone there, 2 in the back. That's the wounded one. I don't know. I don't like this play. I don't like it. It's just going to be a free kill point later on. Free kill, and it's marked like it's a big game hunter.
Mm-hmm. Is he bringing them all up? He don't give a fuck.
So,
my man says you can't kill shit.
Can't kill shit. It's interesting. I wonder if he's advanced. I haven't seen any advanced rolls. Like I said, these guys can advance and shoot without penalty.
He rolled a bunch of advanced rolls, I think. I saw one. One of them only rolled a 1. It was not good.
So they're sneaky little guys. And they're not really little. They're sneaky medium guys.
Oh, here we go. The screen is advancing. He's going to start taking over the objectives. Juice is going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I think G-Man's got to roll up his sleeves and start fighting some of this stuff off. I would have liked to see these Razorbacks, like, if you're taking a castle list, you're taking a gun line, like, run the gun line. Like, these Razorbacks out here are just going to get charged and wrapped up eventually.
Right, but the gun line doesn't work well in ITC missions. He needs to be doing things. He needs to be getting points. He needs to be moving to the backfield. He needs to separate the forces.
That being said, it's not built for ITC and it doesn't score well. Then don't play ITC. Like right here, no, really. Like for turns 1, 2, and 3, build your gun line and go to table this guy. Play ITC in turn 4, 5, and 6, and see if you can catch up.
Well, that's a good point.
That's the best.
I've actually heard you say things like that before, but you also have to remember. We like to throw Juice to the wolves every week and make him play another list he hasn't played before.
Yeah, he's playing ITC for sure. He's going to literally say something about, man, I should have just castled up, been as far back as possible, been 48 inches away from everything. There's no reason his Devastators should be in range. Really, they can move and shoot. They have got Gilliman.
Yeah, that's another point too, right? Actually, with Gilliman there, you can afford to take the -1 hit in the first turn.
Right, and you wouldn't have lost a Devastator unit. It's just interesting. You know, you can give yourself cover.
But hindsight is 2020. He even with full rerolls didn't kill anything. So,
man, so true. He would have had another unit. I feel like that other unit would have got a wound.
Well, you could. I mean, the Plague Burst Crawler was still had at least 4 or 5 wounds left, right? All right, here we go. We're doing Psychic Powers right now. Same power configuration, -1 to hit, +1 toughness. Both go off. Smite from the Demon Prince. I think that we're looking for possibly a denial here in a second. And he gets +1 to deny, I think, or reroll to deny. It's Tigurius.
Who? Tigurius?
Yeah.
I feel like he should be, like, better than he is.
I think he gets some kind of reroll. No doubt. I think he's pausing, talking about it. Something's going on here. +1 to deny within 12 inches because it's a hood, right? Reroll normal. So you just roll a 10. I feel like that's probably burn a CP to get it. See if he gets his CP back. New battle round. He does not. Like
he adds 1 to deny.
Within 12 inches.
Yep, and rerolls failed psychic tests.
So it looks like another smite just went off for 1 mortal wound. So I think we're going after Razorbacks over here.
In this mosh pit of models, where is Typhus?
I want to say Typhus is up in this region. He's got to be up in this business somewhere. Oh, I think I see him behind the building right here. Yep.
Cool. He is a slow dude, guys. He is a slow guy, but don't let him fool you. If he ever gets and touches anything, he's actually really good.
Typhus a lot of people bust some shit up.
A lot of people deep strike him.
Shooting phase. What's the first shots? Is this plague? Is this the flies? Tell me the flies just rolled a 2. Tell me the fly just rolled a 2 on the Leviathan. boots on the ground, Dan. Thank you for that confirmation. This is gonna be Juice's turn. I can feel it.
So interesting.
Make sure. I hope Juice played the -1 to hit the Leviathan power from Tigerius for free.
Are we shooting the crawlers?
No, right now he's shooting the drones at the Leviathan, trying to hurt him.
So this is interesting. When I play flies, this Arch Contaminator, you should really play more aggressively with the crawlers, like we talked about turn 1, so that you can be in range of the crawlers and the drones. Because the drones are missing out on reroll to wound right here. Like, that's why you take it, because of all these plague weapons. So these flies they're gonna bounce off of this Leviathan. They're not gonna do anything. He's gonna have a 3-up save with whatever gets through.
Juice cast Might of Heroes or just no zone?
I feel like he cast both.
Did he cast Might? Cultists are gonna rapid fire at the or shoot just at the Leviathan. So they're hitting on 5s, wounding on 6s. Let's see if he plays Veteran of the Long War here.
Yeah, Dan says he did cast both.
So it's
going to be a little lackluster on these drones. That's not the target you want to shoot unless you're re-rolling to wound.
I think it was his only one in range at that time, so that's why he did it. He got a wound? Or no, Plague Burst Crawler, I believe. If it's a 6, it's a Plague Burst Crawler. Has to be. If he rolls a single 6. Yep, rolled a 6 for his first go.
I feel like those things are shooting a metric shit ton of shots.
So they're -1 to hits. They hit on 5s. Reroll 1s. No hits. Juice's plan has begun. Shooting what are these? The cannons? I thought he didn't have entropy cannons.
No, you should have plague splitters.
I'm looking at here. Confused. What the follow-up shots were.
They do have some sort of heavy stubber on the front.
Oh, that's right. It's the stubber. It's the
I think it's 3 shots, strength 5, maybe 4. I don't know.
That's right. Leviathan don't care. Next Plague Burst Crawler, 6. 6 shots all day. Oh no, he's shooting the Devastators. Okay, I had this twisted. So this combination of die rolling is completely different.
It's smart. I feel like he feels that the frag missiles are probably the only thing in this list that can handle the droves of Poxwalkers. Which is interesting. So picking on them instead of the souped up superhero Leviathan. Smart. It's probably smart. He's just trying to kill something and score something.
Azriel checking in from chat. We need some 4-ups right here. Juice needs 4-ups. He passes 2 die. He's gonna try to ancient these on 4-ups. Nope. Oh, 1 goes through, so this guy gets to shoot. Think he's gonna go for that one that has 1 wound left? No, he can't see it, maybe. Hits. Doesn't wound, but he rerolls. Wounds. 5-up and vulnerable. Shay can't fail saves.
Man, he nailed it. Just nailed it.
Thank you, Chive. The volley gun is 3 shots, strength 6, neg 2. That's the one we were trying to figure out what it was.
It's better than the stubber that I had in my brain.
It's way better.
That an upgrade? I feel like that's really good. That's not a stubber.
All right, can I get an update from Boots on the Ground? What's this series of dice roll I'm looking at right here? A lot of dice rolling is happening in the camera. Looks like Plague Burst Crawler to Devastators again. So only 2 hits got through that time. 2 wounds. My man has 4 up. Cover saves. Fails both. I think he's thinking about a CP reroll. Does he get it back? Nope. Total waste. Now he's rolling for 4 ups to see if they shoot. Or 3 ups or whatever it is.
Oh, that's decent. They're saying the chapter banner that he's got is that relic that it's on a 3-up.
It's the relic. It's the 3-up relic one. That's right.
Seems decent.
So every turn, Juice is losing a Devastator squad.
Not a whole lot of ass in Juice's list, so that really hurts.
Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, my prediction right now is simply, don't sleep on this right here. That Leviathan will start taking things out soon enough, and Rabute Gilliman will too.
So looking forward to that. We all know. I don't know what the answer is for the Leviathan because, like you said, it's about to hurt his feelings.
The Leviathan starts as soon as the Leviathan activates, it's go time. So I believe we're shifting turns because all the drones they advance. There's no charges here. It's Juice's turn. We're going for it. So it looks like Shay isn't going to charge the Razorbacks or anything. He's just going to hold. He's just going to hold it there.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, is that a misplay?
Did he advance?
Or did he advance? Oh, I bet he advanced. Yeah, that's pretty far. Yeah, they advanced. Confirmed.
So interesting. That's the play. Obviously, Juice needs to be careful with how close he gets to those, or he needs to pick that unit up with these Razorbacks.
Oh, he's having to use a lot of brain power right now. I can see him thinking about what he wants to do. I'm telling you, I mean, yeah, he's fighting his instincts right now. He wants to just push forward. I can see it. Juice is like, do I do it? Do I pull back? Do I get into it with these cultists? These poxwalkers?
Hey, can we confirm? Has he used his cherubs?
I think most of them died from shooting.
It's interesting. I don't know if you die from shooting, can you shoot it again with the banner?
Interesting point. He has one cherub left. So he's doing it. Oh, the dick size. Dick size.
I love it. He doesn't give a shit, dude.
Rabute Gilliman.
What's he gonna do? Kill everything.
So I think he's gonna sneak the storm guns over here. He's gonna blast a hole in these cultists. And then my man G-Man right here is just gonna go fucking raffle stomp everything. See, that's the plan.
So the plan is, so this is interesting that he's making this. If he has enough ass left offensively to kill holes, G-Man is gonna hurt whatever he charges. So he might get a fly. He might be ballsy and charge a Prince. He's within 12. There's no reason not to.
Doesn't he have +1 to the charge too? Isn't that his thing?
That's his thing, man. That dude is if you kill enough cultists and like he is not careful with his model removement, it's gonna be a problem. Whatever G-Man touches.
Oh my goodness!
This makes it fun. Like I love Gilliman, and don't forget everyone at home. This asshole can stand up on a 4-up.
Oh my god! And so boots on the ground, real quick to confirm. Shay has killed 1 unit this turn. He killed the Devastator squad. I think Juice is setting up to hold more. Okay, so right now Shay is holding 2 objectives. Juice is only holding 1. So we got to see what's going to happen with objectives here. Because I think Juice is going to set up to kill more this turn, but he has to do something about the holding at least the same. Shay holds 3 objectives right now.
He's going for 3 there. There's
does he have a Poxwalker within 3 of the Land Raider crater?
That's the Tech Marine right there.
Are we saying there's a Poxwalker within 3? Right up on that Land Raider?
He looks like he is within 3, but they're about to get their feelings hurt, I feel like.
There is a Land Raider ruin. Let me switch the camera for you guys. I think I can get a better angle of it. There it is. So it looks like, to me, currently on camera, it looks like Juice has this objective, but unless they did like a wobbly model thing, try to figure that out. I think that Juice will be able to at least tie him.
tie in that, but he's definitely going to kill more. He's going to steal that drone that's sitting there in the open with 1 wound remaining.
Oh, he just super smited. I see the fist pump. Or is that null zone? What is this? What happened here? Magic phase, guys. We're going psychics on your ass. Juice did a lot of fist pumping there.
I think he's doing it. Oh Lord. 2 11s in a row. I don't know what he's rolling, but they're great.
That's a null zone and mighty heroes. So he's saying that so you're not stopping these powers is what he's saying.
Don't care about you, bro. Good. So null zone, like I said, I'm not sure null zone matters to me. But mighty heroes is excellent.
Well, that means that drone right there don't have an invulnerable save.
But it's got a 3-up and it's got a 2-up if it's in the ruin and obscured. So like, what AP in Juice's army has enough to break past the 5?
Oh, that's right. Everything's neg 2, right?
Everything's neg 2. So I don't think it really matters. It's kind of just that's what the list does. If people do it, I would have smited, to be honest, because you don't need it. You're only AP -2 on everything.
Oh, that's a great point, actually. I didn't even consider that until you mentioned it earlier. Mighty heroes on G-Man. That's exactly what I like to hear.
Ooh. Is he toughness 7 or 8? What is he?
He's toughness 6 standard, I think, right?
So 7 now, and he's strength 1 billion.
Yeah. And another attack, I believe. So we're shooting. I think we're shooting Devastators right now. Snipers first. He's going to try to snipe out that drone, I think. Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's got the mortal wound strat.
Oh, is he doing the heavy bolter?
He does. If he's got that in range and can see, that's a great way to snipe.
Here we go. Hellfire round. Engage. No rerolls. Robbie G's too far away. He needs to bang out that legendary 3-up. Or flak missile. It's a flak missile round.
It's whichever one. I think he's got the heavy bolter.
This is the flak missile, so it's +1 to hit fly keyword and his D3 mortal wounds. And he can burn the cherub and shoot it twice. So he can use this, and or burn the cherub, right? Cherub is shoot twice.
He needs to stop talking about it and just make it happen. Show me a dead fly. Come on.
Burn a CP? Or not burn a CP?
He's thinking about it. He's tapping the table. Make it happen.
Is he? I feel like he's having a conversation with his dice.
Oh, he did the fist bump. Oh, that's hilarious. Fist bump.
Oh, Shay.
What?
Shay's new nickname is the Dream Crusher. Past 2 disgusting resilience out of 3. Which is standard for him at this point.
That's hilarious.
It'd be weird if he wasn't rolling that good.
Well, if you shoot that fly, it's only got 1 wound remaining.
I feel like a 6 passes. So he blew up. He rolled a 6, and I believe this is explosion time.
So if he's on the top, you have to measure down.
Yeah, I believe you have to measure down, so I don't think anyone's in range.
But it's 7 inches. So I mean, it's a 7-inch explosion, and everyone takes 1 mortal wound within 7.
Thomas checking in, aka Goat Boy. Boots on the ground. What's going on next? What is this? 3 dice.
So
the rest of the missiles. Rest of the missiles.
That was a big game. And a kill something.
1 damage. He's burning his CP. He was saving his CP for the 6 damage to the drone. Man has to make 6 feel no pains. He made literally half of them, but I think that's better than not. My man's gonna make 50% of his feel no pains all day.
Who needs a 4-up feel no pain when you make all your 5-ups?
Shay is the Dream Crusher.
And I'll go back. This was a misplay on that 1 wound drone. Should have taken himself out of the game, and we would have never had this opportunity. He should have been focus fired on a fresh vehicle, and that's how Death Guard wins in ITC. You don't give up a kill and then you hide something. You don't give up a kill and you sneak out some hard fought victories that way. cannot wait, Kenny. Give me some predictions. What G-Man's about to do?
G-Man. Okay, so I want to see when it depends on what he targets with his Leviathan. I think he's gonna clear out Poxwalkers with Leviathan and send G-Man into Drone and the remainder of the Poxwalkers simultaneously. Right now, this looks like 20 dice. Right now, maybe is this the Storm Shatter array or whatever? Hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. On no rerolls because I think he can use Band of the Ancients if he wants, but I don't think he needs to.
The Leviathan is shooting at the drone in front.
Okay, so he's gonna try to kill the drone, and he has no rerolls. He rolled nothing but 1s and 2s, guys, because G-Man stepped off the line. Could have been so much more brutal. So Leviathan progressively gets less good the further G-Man gets away, which I think is what Juice is. Oh God. Still made 50%. Oh, sorry. More than half of its 5-up saves. And it's 2 damage each, right?
Yeah, flat 2. Interesting play. I would talk about the Razorbacks up here. I want you, Juice did not back them up, so he has got his nuts on the table up there and just saying he's going to kill that blob.
That's what he's saying.
He just said he didn't even care about moving it and care about the math. He just said, "I'm just going to stay here and kill you."
These are the flamer wounds. I think he does 2 wounds with flamers. Let's see how many 5-up saves he makes. He makes them 1 or both. Both? Did he make both? He made 1. So maybe he should. Maybe that was the. I mean, like literally, these are the flies that won't die.
Tough, medium bastards. Those guys.
This is brutal. Disgusting, resilient. So that's Tigurius, I think, right there. Tigurus. Chilling right there in the cut.
Maybe he'll, I don't know if he's planning on charging the
Plasma right here.
Tigurius.
Now, this is the Tech Marine Plasma. So to bring that, is it to bring that plasma love? Is he overheating? Is he looking up a stratagem? Five will wound him. Oh, did he kill himself? Tech Marine dies to overcharge.
So terrible.
So
I'm going to tell you what's happening right now. It's not Juice's fault. It's the models on the table are like, Gilliman, you're not supposed to leave me. Like, they're not prepared for him to go off on his own. They're
that's
like,
brutal.
I'm supposed to re-roll that, right?
Well, that's the reason that's rough, guys, is because now Juice has just added a deficit to kill more on primary for ITC. He just gave Shay a free kill. Like, we're finishing up the last round of shooting here. Something's going on. I'm gonna get some
Boots on the ground. Dan, tell Juice that I just vomited because of that roll.
Heavy bolters, not killing anything. Shay rolled a 5 and a 6. Again.
I'm gonna tell you that fly just said, "Screw your plan."
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not dead. I'm still alive.
Shay's been taking Juice's tactics class, Battle Brother on Patreon, so he's like, "I'm ready for you, hobo."
Ready? I know what I'm doing. You said roll 5-ups. Check. Got it.
Salt cannons to Poxwalkers from these Razorbacks on the right side of the screen.
Like I said, I thought it was interesting that Juice did not back up or move or think about these Razorbacks. So he is really looking to pick some models up here. And these are fearless models, so like he has to kill them all, or they're gonna get there eventually.
Yep, he can do a big dent in them right now.
Well, he's the Poxwalker's ability. Those 5 scouts.
Are these the +1 to toughness Poxwalkers, or the -1 to hit?
-1 to hit. It looks like.
Needed 4s to hit. Needed 3s to wound. So the buffs came in clutch right here, and my man just has 5-up saves from the Final Pain. Lost the clutch. Not enough. Is this Razorback number 2? Or is that both at once?
I feel like it was 1.
Seems like 1 of the 12 shots. Oh, he's going to option. He's going to go for that Plague Burst Crawler. And he's going to shoot the scouts into the duders, looks like.
Well, he's got that heavy bolter strat too in here, right?
Ooh. Hellfire round to the Plague Burst Crawler. 1 mortal wound. Does not make his save.
Oh, she could have killed it though.
Burning a lot of resources to do a goddamn scratch the paint on this Death Guard army. So the rest of the snipers.
That tank's limping on now too, right?
Yeah, I think it's in its final bracket for sure.
Yeah, it really would have been good for Juice if he, obviously didn't kill himself with his Tech Marine and was able to sneak that vehicle out of there. A third of that firepower back there would have been big.
So Juice is setting up, killing dudes. He's getting ready for the big charge that we're all waiting for. Plague Burst Crawler, FYI, in the backfield, 1 wound left. I think he's going to measure out some snipers.
Rabute is also in range.
Oh, yeah, he's going to shoot Rabute there. So sniper scouts right here. No rerolls of any kind. He's a 6. Nope. He's a 6. No, but I think he wounds on 6s only. Right? Because it's tough to save.
So he's doing 2 saves. So that's Gilliman's guy. That's definitely Gilliman.
He's got.
Is that a leaner? Oh.
I think they've been counting them. They've been counting those.
Oh, he just made both his.
He just made both disgusting resilient saves.
That is absurd.
Woo!
Like, that's absurd.
Shay, the Dream Crusher. That's what we call him from now on.
Just give him a break, man. Jeez. That's what Death Guard does. I mean, you can't be that surprised. That's actually what they do.
Yeah.
If you played against them enough, you will have this experience.
At least once, because when the whole army has disgusting resilience, sometimes it's going to be like this. And to quote Juice's own Bible of play, he says, "Get good, roll 6s." Looks like is he trying to see if he can get Rabute through this broken part of the wall and into the objective? Oh, or is he going after the fly? Because now that the Tech Marine is gone, I think he had to change his entire game plan.
Well, I don't feel like the fly probably can't see him, so it's not risky to.
Well, he can't. Well, if the fly can see him, it depends. I don't know. Let me see if we can get a better angle on that wall.
Yeah, if you can see it, because if he's not.
Oh, the fly! I don't think the fly might not be able to see him. But
so you might.
But I don't think Rabute can go through that wall because that's a ruin. So he's a monster.
I can't tell how big that section of the wall is.
Oh, is there a little opening over there that my angle's not letting me see?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see what he's doing. I can't see that on the camera.
Yeah, it's like there is a little flat spot where he was doing that L, I think.
I see it now. So, of course, Juice targeted the Poxwalkers and the bug in case he fails to charge, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's no downside to charging.
You say I'm charging here and here, and in case you don't roll high enough, at least you still get into here.
And like Juice does with this type of stuff, you kind of just declare everybody within 12 that doesn't have a gun, just so you can say that you did it in case they heroically intervene with sneaky characters. But he looks like he was able to sneak back through that. That's hilarious that he left his brothers. They died, and he had to come back to do their
job.
Their job. Literally, your job was to do this. Like
scrub ass Space Marines. Not doing their job when as soon as the boss looks the other way, they're like, meh, I'll fuck off today. So Rabute Gilliman, if Rabute Gilliman doesn't kill this plague drop, Juice is gonna be so mad. So hit on 2s, reroll everything. Wound on 2s probably at this point.
I'm gonna tell you, there's no way that fly lives.
Oh, are 6s on wounds, mortal wounds, or 6s on hits? Or Rabute's super sword?
I feel like it's just a wound. It does D3 in addition.
Okay, so rerolling everything. So everything except 1 wounds. These are invulnerable only. No mortal wounds got through though. And these are these are what, D6 damage or 3? What are these? Oh, Shay didn't make that many. 18 damage.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it, dog.
So 18, feel no pains, right? Oh, no zone. Oh, no zone was on. I forgot. There was no need to roll saves. So what we saw was disgusting Brazilian saves.
Excellent. So yeah, they're flat 3 and they do D3 on 6.
Hey, you know what? I'm totally with No Zone now. In this situation, Juice simply can't count on Shay to not crush his dreams with him 5-up saves.
So, yeah, he says, I can't let you have a 5-up. Hey, it worked out.
So good job, No Zone. Possibly the only reason Juice killed something this turn. Who knows how many 5-up Shay would have made.
I would like to say, Juice, we need to be. You can't be that cavalier with moving through the wall, right?
Turn 3 has begun. Cavalier about moving through the wall? What's that?
No, we can. He's saying we got through the back. That's cool.
Oh no, I think they're just playing that low part of the wall as not a wall, like, which is totally fine. Because it's totally ridiculous to say that, like, for example, I'm on the screen right now. It's totally ridiculous to say that this part of the wall, which is just garbage, is the same as this part of the wall. So they're saying that this is not a wall.
Perfect.
Which is very reasonable in my opinion.
Ooh, they're coming in after the Razorback. So you don't have to pay reserve points for Poxwalkers that up until their unit size, so they can get all their guys back up to 20.
So that's the stratagem, right?
That's just their ability.
Don't they have to kill something to do that?
Yeah, there's these scouts right here.
So they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat those scouts and then get D3 more dudes back.
No, it's for every model you kill, they get a Poxwalker back.
Oh, just one for one.
So this is what's interesting is you make the charge, and most of your guys get onto the scouts, so that you buff them up and you try to kill the scouts. Once the scouts die, the 5 new models you get can wrap up a tank. Is what you do. The best of your ability. You have to place them in coherency of the unit, but you can sneak some extra inches off of the models that you gain from killing the scouts.
Brutal. So Shay the Dream Crusher.
Remember back in the day, you could make Poxwalker units much larger than normal.
Yeah. All the way up until Adepticon this year.
Yeah, they were pretty good back then.
Here we go. The implacable advance of the Death Guard continues. Rabute Gilliman standing strong. All his buffs and all his glory right here. This is going to become a priority, I believe, for Shay because he has selected Kingslayer as one of his secondaries. So we'll see what Shay can do.
Can we get a score?
We're getting the score figured out here in just 1 second. It's 4-9 for Shay at this moment. Juice did pick up, kill something, hold something, and he did actually pick up a 2 of his big game hunter points. So Juice coming around. But Shay obviously closed down on kill more, hold more, it looked like.
Yeah, he's playing the game really well right now. With objectives now. He's going to swarm 4 objectives for the rest of the game. Which is a problem. There's not a lot of stuff left in Juice's army to push off these infantry. Like, we were talking, we wanted to see the Leviathan chew through some cultists. Gilliman get into the cut, but obviously he had to come back to keep playing the game because Juice's game plan went to shit when my boy doesn't fail saves and you kill yourself with a plasma gun. So it's a problem. Not sure. G-Man's on an island, possibly getting picked on by some psychic powers here coming up, and we might get to see that epic throwdown.
So
here's these demon princes coming after him.
I got Tagiris circled. I got Gilliman circled. This is the banner right here. He's about to get jizzacked by a plague fly. So I think what's gonna happen is Banner dies. That's a kill. These Poxwalkers are still going to have to actually do a lot of work to kill 5 fresh scouts. So I wonder if he's going to smite them with this Demon Prince chilling over here too. Or if the Demon Prince is out of position to smite them. So,
how many Poxwalkers are over there?
Like 10, more than 10, less than 15 maybe. I don't think it's enough to kill 5 scouts. You might have to turn a Plague Burst Crawler on him. We'll see. But I think that this is going to be a target right here. With a little bit of KG moving, he can make Gilliman closer with the Plague Burst Crawlers. Right?
I don't know if he's in position to. You can buff those Poxwalkers, dude, so that leaving 11 dudes is 22 attacks. If Typhus is near them and you use Vets of the Long War, they'll kill those fucking scouts.
We'll see.
Not sure he set that move up with Typhus. Is Typhus somewhere in the middle of this building?
He's in the building. So we're casting powers right now. It looks like he's trying to cast Vitality in the Poxwalkers for that extra toughness and strength. So that's step 1 into killing these scoundrels. Oh, you put him here. Okay, so is it the middle Poxwalkers that took it? Typhus is doing a smite, so he can see Gilliman, obviously. How'd that smite play out? Boots on the ground. Burned a CP to stop it. So he stopped smite, so Gilliman's not taking wounds. Lost the CP, didn't get it back with the Gilliman's Warlord trait. I'm excited to see what happens though. Blessing on Cultists right now. +1 to wound.
That blessing is on demon only.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a demon power. You might want to check that. Boots on the ground. Dan, Virulent Blessing is demon units.
Tell him feel free to use Vets of the Long War.
They just checked. I think he was trying to get it to a 2. Smart thinking. It was a smite. He was wrong. He's casting a secondary smite.
I don't know. You think he's primed to charge the G-Man with these zombies?
That's what I think is going on. All right, so we're going to Plague Burst Crawlers at Devastators again. Let's see if he finishes the last of Juice's Devastators. He needs to not roll like he's been rolling.
Man, you know how nice it would be if that one Plague Burst Crawler wasn't there.
Hitting on 4s.
It's what's crippled, so that one's
hitting on like 5s probably, or 6s even. Juice is making saves though. Juice making saves. Ooh, my man does not roll less than 5 shots at a Plague Burst Crawler. And that's only because it's been 6 up until this point. Is this the guy that hits on 5s? Somebody's crippled there. Ugh.
All 4 wounded?
Oh, Juice only lost another one.
Good rolls, Juice. I do not permit you to die.
Is he going to CP it? Is that what he was doing right there? See if he gets it back. He got it back. Gets one back. Pretty good. I mean, it would have been better if he passed the save, right?
It's a little lackluster of shooting so far.
Is this the Plague Splitter? Is he shooting at Devastators? Oh shit, he's going with the fly to Devastators because he actually didn't kill him with his Plague Burst Crawlers this turn. So wounding on 3s. Ooh, but he gets to reroll Plague Weapons, right?
It's just ones.
Just ones.
Yeah, unless you're near that Warlord. Reroll 1s to wound. It's only AP -1, so they're gonna get a 3 up.
Ooh, loses one more. So this is the first time that the Dream Crusher's shooting hasn't actually killed the Devastators. Maybe he's gonna pull the triggers of some cultists. Go to the overhead here, guys. You can see there's an Ancient here. Looks like he's gonna try to charge the Ancient. He's been trying to kill these Devastators, but this is the first time he wasn't able to do it real with supreme ease. He's got a Demon Prince.
I mean, he whiffed right there.
He whiffed. Got a Demon Prince chilling in a cut right here, still on deck. So all the cultists are going to shoot to the Ancient. So I feel like that is a lot of shots. They're rapid fire range. They're hitting on 4s. They're rerolling 1s because I think that Demon Prince. Nope, they're not. Because that's not a Legion Demon Prince. So no rerolls. That's a demon codex demon prince. So you'll be hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s unless he burns Veterans of the Long War, but he might be saving. I mean, he can do it both. This is shooting phase, so he should be burning Veterans of the Long War right here. We'll see if he picks out 4s too. Did he leave any 4s in the box? My man fell 3 saves. He lives.
That's a barrage of lasguns he just took.
Yep. he just got focus fired, so he's gonna have to charge. Charge phase. Here we go. So, yep. He's going after that ancient.
I'd like to point out how epic the ancient with the banner on top of a land raider is right now.
It's quite magnificent. Some would say even thugnificent. Wobbly modeler. He says, "Put it down, homie."
Interesting with the fly. Fresh fly is actually decent in combat.
It's not bad, like -1, right? -1 AP, 2 damage or something like that? Or
D3 damage.
D3 damage. Yep. So is this an Overwatch right here? From Robbie G? What are we looking at here? Poxwalkers to the Razorbacks and Scouts. So this is kill a couple Poxwalkers. If you guys are just joining us and you're on Twitch, all you gotta do is type in !lists into the chat to see what these lists are. Tonight we have a Ultramarine versus Nurgle matchup. And I think Juice is plinking away at these Poxwalkers as they come in.
Someone stated that Poxwalkers are so bad at killing Marines.
Without expending combos, yeah, of course. Anyone who's strength 3 garbage is not going to be good at killing toughness 4, 3 of armor. But
I'm gonna tell you, if you combo them up, they'll kill some shit.
Oh yeah, they can have +1 strength, and +1 to wound, -1
so
to
actually,
hit.
So they get this is the trick. Typhus says they're +1 strength, right? So they're strength 4. You cast the vitality on them, they're strength 5, Kenny, right?
Right.
Which is it's a magic number. You blades them, they're gonna be +1 to wounds. You vets them, they're +2 to wound. They're actually wounding pretty much everything.
Yep.
In the game. Consistently, so their math is stacked to back up to they're doing decent damage.
And also you can do the bonus mortal wounds since you have a +2 to wound.
So they people, they don't have blade. It's only plague weapons that do that. So like even your demon prince shouldn't be doing mortal wounds because he doesn't have a plague weapon.
Oh, you need a plague weapon to do. So the blades, the mortal wound part is from a plague weapon.
Only plague weapon. Yep. So that would be the Poxwalkers would be gross if they were doing mortal wounds on 5-ups.
Ooh.
So that your T-Rex is still doing 4 and 6 damage, but there's no mortal wounds in there.
I see.
I feel like the old, like the Nurgle plague sword should be a plague weapon, but it's not.
It's not. It's not.
It should be.
It's sadness, I know. So we're going drone on ancient right now, it looks like. And also just to clarify, all these Poxwalkers made it. They're just wobbly modeling it.
Where are we starting here?
I think we're on fly. Trying to kill that ancient. -1, right? So Juice got to make some 4-ups. He dead. He gone. The heroic ancient.
He gone. MK says 8th edition is an insult to 40k. Well, don't know what you're doing here, bud.
Oh, man, I think he just burned a CP and he tried to get a CP back. That was a lot of dice wrong. What was that? Oh yeah, someone said Ix says just buff him with 170.4 model. Yeah, models that you have to take to unlock battalions. Like it's not really a loss. Oh, he was rolling. I forgot. He was rolling to see if the banner got the fight because he died. I always forget about that. So we, what combat are we in? Are we fighting cultists? I mean, scouts now? Or Razorbacks? Demon Prince to Razorback. Here we go.
And I believe on his list, he's got swords on all these princes, so hitting a little harder than the talons.
Right, less attacks though.
Yeah.
Poxwalkers are getting ready to activate right here, guys. Anyone who wants to see the list, you have to be on Twitch. We are simulcast on HoboTube, HoboBook, and Twitch. So over on Twitch, all I gotta do is type in !lists. All right, let's see if these Poxwalkers can actually kill these cultists. I'm gonna say they're not.
I don't think he spent the resources to do it.
Correct.
But they'll sneak on you if you don't make your saves. I mean, it's still 2 attacks apiece. They're not near typhus. They're not buffed up. They shouldn't kill much.
Veteran of the Long War has been triggered. I have been told this from the boots on the ground.
So there's one resource. One
resource necessary. Yep, so this is bad because Juice lost the Ancient. He also lost the... this is a new turn. So Shay so far has only killed the Ancient, I believe. So if these cultists, if these Poxwalkers fail to kill these scouts, this could be the opportunity Juice has been waiting for to come back.
It was interesting he didn't decide on charging Gilliman, which is probably a good call, but...
Running out 4s? My man has to make 4 up saves. Don't fail 5 of these, Juice. I can't see exactly how many he failed. Is it 4 or 5?
Or was he command pointing it?
I think he's CPing it. He lost 5. Did he literally lose 5? God damn.
They're gone.
So that's what happens if you fail 5 out of 7 4-up saves. Or lost 4. So he's got 1 left. Apparently. Okay. So that's good. So he's gonna have to keep them alive.
Interesting. That's also another thing. If one survives, it's always a bad day because the Poxwalkers that you just created can always wrap you up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, these gonna get wrapped.
So good job, Poxwalkers. You are going to stay on that objective for a long while.
Yep. Well, that also means that they're gonna if he wraps the scouts up, that means he's not falling back, which means that the last guy is gonna die still in Juice's turn. So Shay is still gonna pick up that. So you have to assume Shay's killing 2 units no matter what. I wouldn't let him die. I probably would not deny. I probably wouldn't auto pass that dude. Oh, wait. Unless it's the only thing keeping Shay from holding that objective this turn, that'd be the only reason I keep him alive.
It's hard to keep him alive anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about auto pass morale. I'm talking about auto pass morale on the scout.
Yeah, I don't think you ever have to do that. You're only losing 4. Like the scouts still have the re-roll the leadership, right?
Right. It's only 1 left. He's -4 though, because he lost 4.
So over a 4-up and with a re-roll, like I don't think you spend 2 ZB.
Wait, Shay only killed 1 unit. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Okay, so he did it. So I think he auto passed morale on the scout to confirm boots on the ground, Dan. And so therefore, in Shay's turn, he only killed 1 unit. Okay, so if this scout got wrapped up, he's probably going to lose this too. But if, I mean... Yeah, he auto-passed morale. Okay, I'm just confirming that. So Scouts lives.
Someone tell Juice to roll 2 dice in a box just for Austin. Just for me. I just want to see what he rolls.
Juice does that all the time in the Beats Lab. I see him do that all the time.
Just so I know.
Somebody's asking, on the list, it says that a Nurgle Daemons DP is leading the Plague Burst Crawlers. Is that a legal faction? It is.
Nurgle is a faction keyword, so you can take a Nurgle detachment. They all have to have the Nurgle keyword. Yep. You don't gain the benefits of the Death Guard or the Demons Loci or whatever the Death Guard
whatever
is,
moving and shooting and
rapid fire 18 inches. Yeah, you don't get any of that, but you can take a legal detachment. Yes.
So basically, if you're referring to the FAQ simply states you cannot use Chaos, Imperium, or Eldari as your keyword that binds your faction. But you can use.
It's good. You can't take Zangors and Nurgle stuff.
Or like the old day, you used to be able to say we're doing Imperium. So we have a couple of sister squads. We have the Saint, Robbie G. We have a bunch of guard dudes. Because they're all Imperium. They're saying that you can't use Imperium. So if you have Astartes, right? It doesn't matter what your chapter is. You're good to go. If you're all Astartes. Same thing here. Every guy in this army has the Nurgle keyword, including Demon Codex. So you can still make that.
Got back to send my list to Juice for his Battle Bros. Get some love for my Rick and Morty list. I have a Zinch battalion. I've got Zangors and Pink Horrors all mixed together. It's a good detachment.
So Juice did some amazing shit here. So apparently, because the Razorbacks were so tight on that objective, that he was able to pull back and fall back with this one scout. So he couldn't actually tri-tip him.
I feel like with the 4 models, I don't know if he had to have been hugging that Razorback, which would have been the only way to get out, unless he just did put the models out there.
Well, it was impossible. Remember, there was the Razorback was nut to butt right here. So there's no way. So there's no way he was actually going to actually tri-tip this 25 millimeter base. Makes sense. And also, we are reminded that there is a Primarch on the battlefield.
That sounds like Juice shit talking.
Might of Heroes cast on Tiggy. So Tiggy's doing it on himself to be the badass that everyone knows he is. +1 toughness, +1 attack.
What's our CP looking like?
Definitely like to get an update there. He got denied though, so no Might of Heroes. Is this a no zone going off here maybe? Re-rolling it on a 7. Failed.
He does re-roll psychic tests if it is Tiggy.
I think he just re-rolled it. I think no zone's an 8, right?
Yes.
That's that bad. That's real bad. Juice, move on with the psychic phase is garbage, right? Oh, the Leviathan's gonna activate. The erection can only get so hard.
Don't forget about that guy. He is an erection maker.
Nope.
He hasn't been looked at yet, right?
No, I think he's fresh. I mean, there were some dice over here. I think these are his buffs. Maybe one of these is a wound. Oh, no, these are Robbie G's. So I think the Leviathan's full up, and I don't think he's going to move. I think he's going to go straight up, hit on 2s right now. Let Juice know that he can cast the Dreadnought power to make him reroll his own 1s. He doesn't need Robbie G. Someone tell him. I'm giving him that. He doesn't play Space Marines. He doesn't know. I think it's Relic of the Ancients or Chapter Ancient.
Dan the man. This is 5 for Shay.
3 left for Juice. So Juice is going to make something. He's making the magic happen right here. 3 shots for something. Heavy Bolter Stratagem to the Plague Burst Crawler. He's doing Hellfire rounds.
1 wound on that thing.
Kill that motherfucker. 36-inch range.
Oh, you owe it.
He dead.
Yep. He gone.
Dead. Fuck out of here.
Blow up.
Pick
Blow
it up,
up.
Shay.
Come on.
Don't be an asshole. Don't CP that. Do not fucking CP that. Oh my god. He just fucking converted that shit on. Oh, so Shay, the Dream Crusher.
Can't believe he just did that.
What a dick.
Just a bully. Just bullying you.
See, I'm with you, Terrace. Terrace Blaze Star. He's like, that's how. For me, my rule is I never use CPs to reroll dice because it always fails again. That's me. CPs are not for rerolls when Kenny plays.
I have saved my Mortarion many a times with rerolling an invulnerable.
So we rolling flamers right now. What are we rolling right here? Missiles at the Plague Burst Crawler. Woo, we got that wound through. So Shay's got to roll another 5 up invulnerable right here. Oh my god. That is the opposite of an erection maker. Oh, Juice. Snipers? We have the snipers again? Give me some
Hilarious.
6s. There we go. 3 6s. Oh my god. This is the one. Juice. Juice, I'm with you on this. I'm channeling this. Everyone at home. Thank the man Jesus. It explodes. Ooh! It explodes in the backfield. All the juice is jizzing on everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just throwing buckets over there. Buckets of jizz.
Oh my God! How many wounds to all these plague burst crawlers are we about to get?
Well, it's going to hit the Prince for sure. Which is
Prince. That's a big deal.
Prince and one crawler, it looks like.
Oh, that makes me happy.
It's only D3.
Shay forgot about his chest clock. He got excited.
Yeah, chest clock can be hard to get used to if you're not, haven't played with it a bunch.
So, tell us what the full wound count is. So they're down to 1 CP each. So one wound to each? Typo, sorry. Thank you, Boots on the Ground, Dan. So everything took a wound. That's free wounds. Nothing to scoff at. All right, so this is where it is. Is this a Leviathan? Juice. Just excommunicate all those poxwalkers for me. Is this the flamer? 2d6 flamer. 7 shots. That's math. There we go. That's could have been better, but it's still. I think it wounds on 2s, right? Oh no, he made the +1 toughness.
Yep, it's 3s. Well, they're standing next to Typhus. They should be toughness 5 right now.
Yeah, I think they are.
That's called tough little bastards.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much there are 2 wounds apiece on those flamers.
No.
On the Leviathan flamers.
Heavy flamers. Basic stat line. All right, hitting on 2s. I don't think
they don't have the juicy chaos flamers.
No. They did not.
Garbage.
Oh my God! Tell Juice about Chapter of the Ancients. He's only got 1 CP left out. Wounded on 3s because more toughness. And these are 2 wounds each, so my man has to make this times 2 on his disgusting resilience. So basically, you're saying mathematically this many dead guys, unless you're Shay, the Dream Crusher.
So you should just be rolling them and re-rolling.
Yeah, you roll it and re-roll anything that's not a 5, or re-roll only 5s. All those guys automatically die, except for that 6 he rolled. He re-rolls that. He's doing this the slowest way possible. It's his time. He can do whatever he wants. Because you have no way of knowing which batch was which. I think he's doing this wrong.
Yeah, you just roll the whole pile and then
re-roll the 1 5 you rolled.
They gone.
Yeah.
Not gone, but that pile of dice is gone.
Yep.
I wanted to see this last turn. I wanted to see the Leviathan. He went after that fly who just took it on the chin.
Juice was like, "There's no way I'm not going to kill this fly," and then he didn't kill the fly. Right?
That's hilarious. And he had to charge it. Yeah, so
you can't make a good plan against Shay the Dream Crusher.
Hindsight's 20/20, obviously.
That's a good. I mean, he's making dents and poxwalkers. He's still got Razorbacks to shoot. That moved, right?
Razorbacks fell back.
Oh, they fell back. That's right. There's no shooting.
But
there.
they're not infantry, right?
Ultramarine, Chapter Tactic, Dreadnought infantry.
Yeah.
Like or some shit.
They cannot participate.
That's right.
What are we looking at?
I think he's looking at Robbie G. I think Robbie G is going to shoot. He's trying to figure out if he's going to shoot in here.
I think he's seeing if he can see through the ruin.
Yep.
That back part is open. So it looks like there's a model there.
You can see right here, yeah, Robbie G shooting in. Reroll wounds.
You know why he rerolls the wound?
Because he indeed is himself.
Because he can.
And these are another volley of 2 wounders. So
quality shots, killing.
Not quality chaff.
Not quality models. I have a feeling Juice is going to talk about this game, and he's not going to have the same enthusiasm as he did with the Dark Eldar.
Tiggy just threw in a wound as well. Oh yeah, well, and also this is pre-chapter approved because we're pretty sure he's going to get a huge point bump or point reduction in all these Space Marine toys. I mean, like after after next month, this army could feature 25% more models.
That sounds better.
Yeah. So, go time for Sniper Scouts. Is he going after that Demon Prince, maybe? Yep, I figured he was going after the Arch Contaminator. Sniper Scouts to the Contaminator does a mortal wound. So 2 saves plus the Disgusting Resilient.
So looks like he took a wound.
And another save. He's got to take another Disgusting Resilient. Ooh, 2 wounds on the Arch Contaminator. Juice, good start. Oh, no, that wasn't the Arch Contaminator. My bad.
That's the Fresh Prince of Bel Air is what they call him.
Yeah, in fact. I thought that we were going downtown.
Probably a better play. I think taking the wounded guy if he was in range would be better, but that guy does have the separating plate.
I forgot he has a 2-up save and a 4-up Feel No Pain, so that's not mathematically good.
I believe he doesn't have the 4-up Feel No Pain in
Mortals
this game.
versus Mortals.
Oh, yeah.
4-up Feel No Pain. It's 4-up Feel No. It's +1 to Feel No Pain if he was a Warlord. He doesn't have that. You're right, because he has Arch Contaminator.
Contaminator, yeah.
Dream Crusher rolled an 11.
Seems
with his little plague fly. That's always good. So let's see how many wounds Mr. Robbie G takes. None. Robbie G on the Land Raider of Doom. No, he's coming around. Oh, get on the Land Raider like the big dick.
Looks so cool.
G-Man took 1 wound. So it looks like Tiggy going in after Poxwalkers in the center of the building. G-Man don't give a fuck. Tiggy don't give a fuck. This is that gangster shit right here. This is what's up.
It's a mosh pit forming over there.
Oh my god, it's about to be so real.
So what's going to happen here is G-Man's going to kill another fly. We're going to have to see what is the game plan to take out Gilliman. Is it smites? I don't know if he has enough smites in the list to put him down, or is he may have to send a prince after him, which is it's always risky.
Is this Tiggy or is this G-Man? G-Man going in. Tiggy whiffed. I saw that a second ago. G-Man, got the mortals. Got more mortals. Oh, that's a dead fly. So D3 mortals for each 6 on top of the regular damage?
Yes, on top of, you need to make saves at -4.
So he has 3 Disgusting Resilience and all that other shit.
Yeah, and every 6 is D3 mortal wounds in addition.
And then D6, yep. I feel like I don't think this fly is going to make it.
His name is Dead.
15 wounds. He gone. He gone. Azrael, do I think the Land Raider is good ROI for cost? No. I do not.
Now, the free Land Raider on this table.
That's the good one.
It's for 0 points. It's a ruin. Is actually
the best Land Raider in the game.
It's the best one that you can take. Put it on a piece of terrain and call it a ruin.
Shay's bringing the Poxwalkers into Tiggy, who failed his Mighty Heroes or got blocked. So Tiggy's dick is hanging out there.
At this point, Shay is running away with scoring, looks like.
We'll see what happens. There's still a Primarch on the table.
That's what Juice keeps telling me.
Well, Juice brought it back around. If he pulled that call, he's actually going to get Killmore this turn.
So what do you think? I don't know what the Death Guard's plan to kill G-Man is because it's not a good one right now.
I think he's in the situation now where he can actually just get all those cultists around him and just say, you live here. Maybe the plan is he doesn't kill him. So is Tiggy, how many saves does Tiggy have to make here? Juice says none. I'm not gonna make any saves. Whiff, nothing. Poxwalkers. Tides are turning. They're scoring right now, so we're paused, ladies and gentlemen. Juice, I believe, killed more. I think Shay probably held more. And actually, if Shay didn't kill anything in his turn, so didn't kill more, held more. So it'd be a tie on primaries here. And Juice picked up two big game hunters. I mean, Juice is bringing it back slowly but surely. Bizarre, I agree. I believe at this point it's operation. I don't think I can kill G-Man, so I'm not going to try and pretend he doesn't exist. Because G-Man can raffle stomp.
I'm not sure. I mean, that sounds great, but I'm not sure that's what we're looking at. Because he'll chew through some.
He can get through those cultists, for sure. And if he doesn't have enough CP to keep him alive from morale, you might actually have to address it. Send a separating plate over there. Blades, Virtuous Blessing. You got to go for
That's
it.
what I want. I don't know if you heard me. I'm kind of like sneaking about it. I want to see that Demon Prince get off his ass and come do something about it. He's going to stand up on a 4-up, but how many times have you played G-Man and he doesn't stand up?
Is Juice saving a pocket 1 CP for that reroll?
You know he is. He ain't going to spend that CP on your damn reroll ones for the Leviathan. He's waiting for Gilliman to die and stand back up. That's like tattooed on Ultramarine players' forehead is 1 CP remaining for Gilliman.
See, this was a good turn right here for Juice, like I thought it would be. Because Juice picked up a bunch of secondaries. Juice just picked up 5 points.
It's excellent. Back 9-13.
Yep.
We got 1 CP left for Juice.
I think Shay spent his last one, didn't he? The Dream Crusher. We're going into turn 4.
4 CP for Shay. 2 for Juice.
Oh, the Juice must have got one back. or we heard it wrong last time.
Either way, like you said, great turn for Juice, putting it back in, scoring some points.
Oh, Juice! Yeah, Juice is he's making dents. He's closing the distance. This is going to be a huge turn. They've already passed the magic turn, the back-breaking turn that is turn 3 in most games. They've gotten through it, and now they're actually getting into the end game with models and threats from both sides. So this is basically as exciting as it gets, because that means we have a game. If you can get to turn 4 and you both have threats left in your armies, that's real talk. That's end game.
Smite number 1 on the Gilliman.
So he's trying to smite out Gilliman. And Tigurius is in range to stop these, I assume. Stopped it, burnt CP. Oh, that's a big smite. Or is that something else?
Might be Typhus.
Are we going for blessings right now? Oh, it's because it was that was smite to the scouts.
We got that Demon Prince over here, so that's a whole dead unit.
And we're doing +1 toughness. Well, there's only 1 scout left. +1 toughness on the Poxwalkers. Tiggy stopped that smite, by the way.
What a gangster!
Oh, Tiggy stopped +1 on the Poxwalkers. So the Poxwalkers are not going to be toughness 5 this turn.
Tiggy Smalls.
Tiggy
Gangster.
Smalls. So look at the dwindling Poxwalker population in the center of the table.
It only takes a turn.
Yeah.
I don't think we've used Cloud of Flies one time in this matchup.
Yeah, I wonder if I wonder what's going on there. Plague Burst Crawlers are Devastators. Devastators make their 4-up saves like the gangsters that they are, because they're in cover. Plague Burst Crawler rolls his first one. He actually rolled a one other time.
He's clapping it.
Is he gonna burn a
He's
CP?
gonna
Yeah, he is.
So I want you guys to know at home, this is a pro move. It doesn't matter that he rolled a 1. Juice is clapping and applauding him for rolling average now, which forced him to use a command point to reroll it out of pride. That man didn't need to reroll that.
Juice loses 2. Is it the last 2 Devastators? Let's go to overhead. Let's see what's going on here.
Last devs are gone.
So as you can see, guys, is there 1 left in there, or is that just all scouts?
I think those are the scouts that are left.
Scouts right here. Devs are all gone. So these Plague Burst Crawlers up here, the 3 Plague Burst Crawlers killed 3 Devastator squads over the course of 4 turns. It's not bad.
Not my style. I tell you, turn 1, I would have moved up. Like I said, you could have done this turn 2, 3, and 4 out of line of sight, and then been flaming. You've wasted your flamers the entire game.
Yeah, I would have liked to see these Plague Burst Crawlers move up, but hey, maybe they're the ones who kill Gilliman, and we don't know what we're talking about. So we're shooting. Looks like we're shooting cultists at G-Man, perhaps, or a cultist engaged in combat. Cultist at G-Man. So here we go. +1 to wound. He's doing veteran in the Long War. Wounding on 6s. Without it. Wounding on 5s with it. So it looks like we burned it. No vets. Isn't G-Man tough in the 6? These dudes should be wounding on 6s. Yep. So G-Man takes a wound.
Worth it. It's hard to get roll a 1.
No doubt. And G-Man got the pocket CP. Is this Overwatch? Tell me this is Overwatch. Tell me this is Overwatch. 1 hit.
Yep.
2
yes,
hits.
Overwatch.
Kills 2 cultists. Kills 2 cultists. Fuck out of here, cultists. Did he literally just move the cultist back? Yep. Surrounding G-Man. G-Man's like, this is exactly where I like to be, homie.
I'm literally just he wants to stand there and kill all of you.
All of you.
So, how many 6s can Juice roll to wound in the combat here? Because that's how many mortal wounds I want to see happen. All of them.
Yep, because that's the situation. When he rolls a 6, his D3 mortal wounds, and those spill over into the unit.
In addition, that'll just nuke a cultist squad. And it's not a really big cultist squad. It's only 30 or so left.
And Shay has burned. Shay's down at 2 CPs now?
He had 4 at the start of it. I don't think he's used any this turn.
He just used 1 for rerolling a Plague Burst Crawler. This Demon Prince needs a 10 to charge a Razorback. He failed, I believe. We have 3 CPs left from Shay, so that's enough to auto pass morale. So this was a failed charge right here, guys. Tyfish charged Tiggy. That could be a dead Tiggy right here. So this could be brutal. But yeah, so I feel like if G-Man rolls real good here, it forces Shay to burn 2 CPs to auto pass morale.
It's good. It'll leave them both at 1 command point left, and Juice won't use another until Gilliman falls.
Is this Tigurius? Tigurius is getting fucked up right here. What is it? Neg 2s? Ooh! Tigurius just made 2 motherfucking saves. It's only D3 damage, isn't it? The plague, or 2 damage from the Man Reaper?
I believe it's...
Strength 3, Neg 3, 2 damage or something like that? Strength +3?
Where are we at here? Who's swinging? Typhus?
That was Typhus, and he fucking whiffed on Tiggy because Juice finally rolled some goddamn saves. First time in this game.
So, don't forget Typhus's Hive.
Oh yeah, the Hive.
That'll come in clutch. It's a 2d6 pistol.
Yep, in the shooting phase. Next turn.
Yep, don't forget that. That's -3. His Man Reaper is flat 3 damage, -3.
Oh, that's a good weapon profile. It's a Thunderhammer. What's only strike 6?
It's so much better because he's so slow, so you don't see him and people talk shit about him because he's so expensive. But if you buff him up like your Prince, Kenny,
because it's a plague weapon.
It's a plague weapon. Like he does, he actually is Mortarion when he's super buff.
So here we go. Cultist into G-Man. I think he's deciding what he wants to do with his last CPs here. If he's going to burn Veteran in the assault phase to 1.5s, or is he just going to go with the raw 6s. Burn Vets, so he's got 2 CP less, enough to auto-pass morale if Juice rolls a good run.
So we did Vets in combat when they have 1 attack, but not in shooting? Or did he not rapid
He did it
fire?
both. He did it both. He vet. Oh no, maybe he didn't do it both. He only did 1 vets. You can do it every phase, so I don't know what the situation there was. Maybe he forgot, because you can't say it after you roll the dice. You actually had to do it first. You can't see like how many dice
you roll. It'd be really good if you, it'd be really good. I want to be Vets today. Something tells me Gilliman doesn't care. He's going to take 2 wounds from all this. He's going to swing back 3 6s, 8 mortal wounds. He's going to kill like 17.
G-Man took 3 wounds? Ooh. He's getting down there.
Who knew? Cultists were the answer.
Yeah, damn, but these cultists kill G-Man. I will laugh my ass off. Need 6s. Only 1. Oh my god. So kills 3 additional cultists. Plus all that.
Not a lot.
8 cultists. For leadership 6. So 2 plus D6. Is that what that is?
That is correct.
So not enough to kill them all. Is that Shay's turn?
I think was Tiggy fighting back.
Tiggy. Go after those. Go after the Poxwalkers. Or is he going after Typhus? Going after Typhus. Typhus fails 1 because it's -1. Isn't it just flat 3 damage from Tiggy? Is it literally only D3?
I think he's D3.
God, Tiggy. Goddamn scrub.
He's a psyker. Come on, bro. Give him a break. Do you know Typhus is a psyker too?
Fucking Araman does flat 3.
Don't speak about Araman in the same sentence as Typhus.
Tigurus. Vets is 1 CP. Beats like beat boots in the ground. It's the most broken, top 3 most broken stratagems in the game.
It'll get touched.
It will get touched. So we're going into the bottom of turn 4 right now, I believe.
Grassy Knoll says no feel, no pain on Typhus. He should definitely have feel, no pain.
Maybe he thinks that they forgot to roll it. They rolled it. I probably switched cameras fast, or it fell off to the bottom. So he auto-passed morale on Cultist. He wasn't down to lose 6+2, or D6+2. So he actually fished out the last 2 CPs.
Well, he dropped to 3, so he should have 1 and 1 left. Or used Vets, you're right.
Used Vets of the Long War.
No CP left.
No CP
Bold.
left from Dream Crusher Shay. I think I would have C-walked it 1 more turn with those gangsters.
Juice making moves.
Yep, here comes some scouts are gonna get in this fight. So, and I think he's trapped Tigurus, so Tigurus probably gonna get got this turn. But he's gonna smite. Can he say? I wonder if there's a way to make it so he smites Typhus.
Yeah, you could pick if they're equidistant.
Depends on how clever the Typhus charge was, though.
Yeah, if they're not equidistant and you couldn't lock them, then.
So we're going into the magic phase. Beat Slab Dan, what are we looking at here? A 7 will pass almost anything. It gets blocked, so it don't matter. means nothing.
Typhus don't give a shit about
Might of Heroes, perhaps? Might of Heroes? Null Zone. You cast Null Zone on an 8. So, there we go. That makes Juice happy. I'm with that. But I mean, I think Typhus is a 2-up save. Slingshot engage. Okay, I'm psyched. I'm down to see what the slingshot is. This is some serious shit.
I'm just waiting on this Leviathan to do the Lord's work. Like what?
Is he going to take out those? He's going to stand here. He's going to take these poxwalkers out over here. Is what he's going to do.
Let's do something, man. Let's kill something.
Oh, every single. Here it is. The Razorbacks aren't moving. Nothing's moving. Check it out. He's going to take out these poxwalkers. It's going to happen.
One will live.
Juice, I believe in you. Hit on 2s. And these are the ones. These are not toughness 4 poxwalkers, so everything's winning on 2s here.
Yeah.
This is going to be good. These are all 2 damage. So as we said before, you just roll all these, and then you only re-roll the ones that you roll an extra dice for the ones that actually passed. Or is he just going to roll them one by one? Oh my God, we just outlined the fastest way, Shay. Roll every single one of those
Roll
dice.
every dice. Roll every dice.
Juice is telling him.
Just roll them all.
And then only the ones that you actually succeed do you have to roll a second dice for.
That's right. Those when you die. Perfect.
There you go.
He just learned. He saved one. Juice is like, please stop rolling.
Please stop rolling for this is your time. As a matter of fact, I think Juice brought it to his time to explain it to him. So he was just as friendly as possible. Look, I'm going to burn my own time to show you how to save time in the future with this.
Yes, please. I don't believe time will be an issue in this game.
So guess what? No poxwalkers left.
I love that.
And so guess what? That means these Razorbacks get to shoot at.
Space.
This demon prince right here on the objective.
Oh, the one standing on objective 5. Hard to see that little bastard.
He's a camouflage Nurgle Demon Prince.
I'm sure you've circled him for all our friends at home.
Yep. Everyone sees it. So
peasant.
Not
Those Razorbacks.
So he's doing wounds. He's plinking away. 5 wounds left.
You know, it would be funny if he mortal wounds it with a damn heavy bolter.
It is a Nurgle table, by the way. I would like everyone to notice the table is Nurgle themed if you look closely.
Yeah, beautiful terrain, great table, great models. This armies look good.
And I don't think we have a Hellfire round heavy bolter left anymore, so that sucks. So we are down to 4 wounds.
Is that heavy bolter not in this scout unit?
No, I guess someone that got, I think. Oh, he is tearing that Demon Prince up. Is this the sniper scouts?
Two wounds, no mortals. Double 6s. Just get out of here. Don't give a shit about your snipers. You're wasting my time.
It's not bad though. I mean, that's good. I mean, that Demon Prince is crippled. Not feeling good about life. Juice said piss, by the way. That's the report from the ground. Piss.
Oh, Bob Saget.
There we go. Charge phase. Scouts. G-Man. Once Juice breaks these cultists, this is going to be a swing turn. They don't get to pass morale again, so if he has a good turn here. Scouts first. Because they charged. They get to reroll everything because G-Man. Still Astartes. You roll the 2, keep the 3. All wounds. 6s on the improvised armor save for cultists. There you go. That mat's out. 5 dead. Let's see if he pulls them all off of G-Man. And let's see if G-Man's 3 inches can get him back into it.
He didn't. No, he's just pulling them off the back.
I don't think these cultists are going to make it.
I don't know if 5 was enough to do it, but obviously
probably not. Probably not.
You want to try to.
You definitely want to try. All right, he gets to reroll these 1s. He needs to convert these into 6s.
Oh, he kissed him.
So all wounds, no 6s, so just 6 more dead cultists. So that's not bad. It's 11 dead cultists. And you should ask Shay where that sergeant is, because I think the sergeants will make some 6 leadership.
For the Death Guard?
For the cultist squad, I think it's leadership 5, 6 with a sergeant. Is that the case?
I'll tell you a story. 6 with a sergeant.
So I always have a guy. Oh, Tiggy just got, or Tiggy went. Tiggy gone.
Did Typhus collect one?
I feel like, oh, so Juice forgot to activate Tiggy as his first already locked in combat person. Is I think what happened there.
So
but,
yeah,
I mean, realistically, he wasn't killing Typhus, and Typhus was killing him anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Okay, what's the morale check? Did I miss the morale? So it was 11 dead.
Well, the cultists still get to pile in and swing, right?
They do. So he's pulling his casualties. I don't think they survive. I think there's like 3 left, bro. I think they auto gun. He lost 8 to morale.
So now there's 3 left after 8 were pulled. Now he's swinging so ass backwards.
Sometimes people forget.
Oh yeah, I got to swing at Gilliman. Hey man, he did chipped off some wounds earlier with.
I just thought he forgot to pull his casualties before the swing, and I was like, oh wait. So wounding on 6s, coming in clutch. Let's see if the cultists are the best cultists in the universe.
Nah.
Nothing. That's exactly what Juice wanted to see. He wasn't trying to fucking roll any more saves.
See that fist bump? He practices that every day. It's the old Tiger Woods.
All right, so I think that's the bottom of the turn. We're gonna get scores in here. If I had to guess, I would say Juice killed more. Tiggy died. Poxwalkers died. Is that a tie on kills? I think it's a tie on kills. And it's gonna be Shay held more. So it's gonna be still plus Shay on primary this turn.
Slowly pulling away.
Yep.
As Juice has told us, did you know there's still a primary?
Well, actually, hold on a second. Killing Tigurius in Juice's turn does not give you the kill. What did Shay kill in his turn? Devastators?
The last Devastators died.
So actually, Shay I think killed more now. So Shay killed Devastators, Juice killed Poxwalkers. Robbie G didn't kill the cultists yet.
No, so you're correct.
So Shay actually held more, killed more. Killed and held. So that's a 4-point turn. He actually also he held 4 of the objectives, didn't he, in his turn?
That's a bonus?
That's a bonus. So I think Shay pulled out a 5-point turn. And Juice only got held and kill. So that's a 5-2. Because I don't think he picked up. Oh no, he mark the Poxwalkers?
Yes.
So I think it's a 5-3 turn. Brutal.
5 points is a lot. I don't think you can get any more than that.
That's what I'm saying.
21-13. You start getting into the upper 20s, so one more turn of scoring, and it's going to be...
Where did those extra points for Shay come from? What else did he do?
Yeah, I had him at 13.
So he has 13 now. He just picked up 5, which brings him to 18. What are the secondaries he killed? Devastator brings him to 19. That was his last marked unit.
Kingslayer, did we pick up some points off?
Oh, he plinked away some Kingslayers. That's what it is.
Yep, G-Man. Interesting. It's coming down to it.
Ooh, it's a brutal. This is a game, though. Failed
Well,
Blessing. We're in the magic phase, by the way. Blessing did not go off.
Well, a 5 doesn't cast shit.
Blades just went off on the Prince. So is that Prince going to get in a fight with Blades? But he failed Blessing. So Virtual Blessing plus Blades is the real combo, because that means he's not doing double damage on 6s. And Blades is just +1 to wound, because since you don't have a plague weapon, it doesn't do the mortal, right?
That's correct.
So he's basically a Demon Prince with +1 to wound right now.
That's it.
Poxwalkers just got buffed up, +1 toughness.
The actually good power is the blessing, the +1 to wound double damage on the demon.
2 wounds to the Leviathan real quick through a smite. Continue.
That's the one you want to get off on Tiggy is the double damage, and then Blades is just to affect that more.
Yep.
On the Demon Prince combo.
But he failed Virtual Blessing, which is the more important of the 2 combos.
It's almost like you back out. But I think he might have enough ass to kill him once. Or I think you might have to try, and at this point you're winning, and it's literally points for Kingslayer and points for Warlord for old school, so you got to kill him. Back to we ignore him. There is no ignoring him because you pick Kingslayer and old school.
Yep. Plague Burst Crawlers are going after those scouts chilling in the crater. Ooh. 2 wounds. I think he needs 5s on these guys. 2 dead. Scouts in the building. Ooh. Here we go. Demon Prince is in the fight with the G-Man himself. Hopping up on that Land Raider to bring the heat.
Gilliman can put some damage on you in Overwatch.
Let's see what happens right here. Let's see this Overwatch.
You got to be careful. I always hold my breath when I charge him.
Reroll everything. Reroll everything.
Oh, that's a lot of shots. Well, he's gonna 4 6s.
Oh, he can't. He's already locked in with Cultists. We forgot.
Oh.
We forgot. And of course, he is charging
he was shooting in the air.
He was. So we got 2 charges by the Dream Crusher this turn. G-Man and a Razorback. Demon Prince is just so good in the late game. You can save him for this.
I heard you know something about Demon Prince.
Oh, Demon Princes. Love him. Shay is running low on time, but I actually think he has a few more minutes left than the clock says because I think they forgot to switch time at one point during the game. So I think Shay is actually closer to 14 minutes. If it comes down to that. You guys are just joining us. We're let me get the turn right. Actually, we're on turn 5. Turn 5 of our live battle report with Shay and Juice. You look down, you can see the scores. We're playing ITC. It's an interesting game. If you're joining us over on Twitch, !lists, if you want to get a breakdown on the lists. Seems like the vast majority of people right now are watching on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. A few people over on Facebook. Trust me, come on over to Twitch, join the action, check out these legends. G-Man got. So, did we miss the 4 reroll while I was promoting the page?
Or a lot of dice to get rolled.
Okay. Juice failed the last one. Juice, you always use the CP to reroll the 3 up, not the 4. That's what every fucking Ultramarine player in the world has told me.
To reroll the invulnerable?
Yeah, because it's better math, and then you have no CP left anyway to reroll how many wounds you get when you stand back up.
So it's yes, you reroll the save only if it's the last thing that can swing at you.
Say you roll the 1, it wouldn't have mattered.
So now he gets a 4 up to stand up, and he stands up.
See, you're back in the game.
And he gets D3 wounds. Is that
D6?
Or D6. Ah, so stupid, just stupid. So out of CP. He is still alive. G-Man don't give no shit. He can't swing though, right? In the phase, he stands up at the end, so he can't kill.
I think he stands back up immediately. Can we get a fact check on the Ultramarine? Any Ultramarine players out there?
I got it right here. I'll pull it up, but I don't think he gets
3 wounds. Or no, they roll in the dice box. That's right. I think they're rolling everything in the dice box.
Whatever. If they decide 3 is good, 3 is not 6.
Okay, so he's dead until the end of the phase.
Right. So you can't stand up and kill the prince.
Correct. But but no matter where he puts the cultist, I don't think it stops Robbie G from getting up outside of combat, right?
Into the phase as close as possible. So no, there's no dead. More than 1 inch away from enemies.
So actually, G-Man has just got out of that combat.
Yeah, he can't be in combat when he stands up.
So that could be a good thing.
That's a great thing. He has options. He can go after the other prince.
Let's see if this other prince over here is killing this Razorback.
The problem now being is it's only a 3 wound Gilliman. You don't want to take on all the smites in the universe. So he does need to be careful on where Gilliman goes now that he can't stand back up. 3 wounds is not hard to do with 2 demon princes. And they're spaced out enough right now where he can't interact with both of them.
So he's killed. Oh, he didn't kill the last 3 cultists. He killed 2 of them.
Still a cultist.
So there's still, I think cultists still live.
It's all the little stuff. Do scouts have pistols?
I don't know. I don't know shit about scouts.
I know, it's all that little stuff, like you forget pistols and shoot them in combat, and you forget, like, Typhus has the Hive, which is a pistol.
So here we go.
The wounds add up.
Gilliman rolled his 4 to stand back up because they were doing it. They were trying to make sure they do it in the right order. And he gets 3 wounds. So exactly what we thought it rolled before, he rolled it now. He just wanted to make sure he didn't do it out of order. Because your opponent, because you can't do it with your opponent knowing that like, oh, I rolled it now, but I'll get up into the phase. No. I'm not supposed to know if you got up or not right now with my movements and stuff.
Your movement, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So, but that's funny. He rolled a 4 and a 3. It's the same. The literal.
What that shows you is if you're real, the universe will always keep it real. You know, like you could have been someone of those people. It's like, no, I already rolled it. I want to keep it. It's like, no. As long as if you bring that if you bring the proper play, the universe has never fucked me, at least on that.
So I think the play should be the scouts should fall back, shoot the cultist, get far enough up so Gilliman can charge this prince next to him, but then not the scouts will be closer.
I think scouts have pistols. I think I'm hearing it from chat that scouts have pistols. Maybe they just shoot him in close combat near Gilliman. No minuses.
No, I like that.
5 pistols straight to the last cultist.
I'd like to see Juice move.
Unless he needs to get to that objective. I think he needs that objective. He needs to fall back.
So I'd like G-Man to stay behind the scouts so that they eat a smite, but
if he kills that demon prince, there's not gonna be any smites. Oh wait,
Typhus and the others 3. There's 2 princes and Typhus there, so G-Man is gonna be on an island the way he's moving them now.
Yep, that's right. G-Man has to do the Lord's work right now.
Interesting. Razorbacks are worked out in Juice's favor against what I was saying earlier. They get to play the mission now.
Yep. It's funny, someone in chat's like, that's why if you ever forget a roll, go back and do it again. It's always a 1. That's correct. That's in my experience. Shooting phase right now. Scouts killing cultists. -1 to hit because they fell back. Reroll because G-Man. Cultist, get the fuck out of here.
He ain't gonna make it though. That cultist is dead.
So Juice killed the unit. And that was a marked unit, by the way. So that's a point and a point. That's 2 point right there. Good start of the turn.
Remember, each prince is also a point for big game. So you could try to max out on big game here.
So I think Juice is going to figure out where he's going to shoot his gun and make his charge. He's trying to figure out who's closer. So I think he's trying to figure out if like demon princes are both closer, and therefore he can target either one independently from G-Man. And I think he's just going to clear the fucking Poxwalkers and maybe kill Typhus. I don't fucking know. Because if he kills the Poxwalkers, it's just 3 characters.
Where's his Leviathan?
Leviathan's still in the same spot.
Because that guy, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to pep talk. Come on, little buddy. I need you to kill some stuff.
So Flamer's in the middle. So basically he's going to pick up those Poxwalkers right now. So Leviathan's going to kill the Poxwalkers in the middle. Therefore, the 3 closest targets to G-Man are all going to be characters. And those scouts. Okay. Standing by, boots on the ground, Dan. So, wounding on 2s. It's the same situation because I think he failed this buff. So this many 5s. Shay knows how to do it now.
That was enough. He's like, I'm just going to pick up these 4 dice and decide that was enough to kill my unit.
Okay, so that was a marked unit, I believe, as well.
Another marked, and now, like you said, we're staring at 3 characters that are the closest to G-Man.
So G-Man can decide what he wants to do with these bolter rounds, or his super bolt. I think he's going for the one he's going to charge. Hit on 2s, reroll everything. Wound on 4s, reroll everything. There we go. And these are invulnerables and 2 damage each.
That's a real gun.
Ooh, 8 fucking disgusting resilience saves. That is not where the Dream Crusher wants to be right now. Is this the worst roll he's had so far?
He took a lot.
Did he literally take 6?
He took 6. Did he shoot the wounded one and kill him?
He shot the one right in front of him that he was thinking about charging, I think. But now he can finish him out with the scouts, maybe? I don't know what he's going to do here. That's an interesting turn of events because he expected the Dream Crusher to make half.
Interesting.
I'm
safe there. Shooting the one that was close to him.
I believe in the ITC packet, you don't get Warlord until the Warlord's actually dead. So I think anyone with a res power doesn't count, but you can get the Kingslayer points. So if a man dies and gets back up, you're still stacking Kingslayer points. All right, here we go. Assault cannon.
Razorbacks? Yeah.
2 wound demon prints left in the backfield. Here we go. Dream Crusher. Are you going to be a Dream Crusher today? He failed all 4 of those saves. He's got disgusting resilience though. Or if he failed 4 saves, or was that the disgusting resilience?
What just happened?
Yeah, I feel like he failed 4 saves at -1, and I feel like there was no follow-up disgusting resilience. Oh, those were the feel no pain saves. I didn't get back to it quick enough.
Well, there's one. That's a point for big game.
Big game hunter.
And a huge point that saves some scouts. There might be some blue models left at the end of this game.
Yeah, this game is changing. So Plague Burst Crawler taking sniper wounds. G-Man is going to finish off this DP right here. And make the magic happen. He's going to charge up on in and around the Land Raider. I think he's going to try to make it. There's no way he's going to make it so that... Okay, he can make one smite closer to Typhus, but not both.
Yeah, I feel like now that he's backtracking, he should have just went this way originally.
Right. Sometimes it's hard to think of that because there's so many smites on the table. And the only way he can consolidate now is to the closest enemy. So there might be a way to game it still, but we'll see.
The game, he would have to pile in.
He just did, by the way, like 1 billion mortal wounds to this Demon Prince. Actually,
he would have
only like 4.
The best way to do this, Kenny, he would have needed to pile in and then consolidate behind the Prince and then even farther back.
Right.
But then
if he can claim Typhus is closer, he might be able to do a little bit more jankery, but we'll see. So that was the bottom of turn 5, I think. I think we only have one more turn left in this game. Right?
Yeah, the score was getting out of control, so I'm not sure Juice has enough to get the. Well,
that was a good turn for Juice.
That was a good turn.
Juice definitely.
Juice going second is big.
Juice definitely holds more. He held. He killed. He killed more. That's a 4-point primary. He picked up like 2 big game hunters. If he didn't already max that by now.
He just maxed it with 2 more. He had so.
So I mean, Juice just picked up like 6 fucking points this turn. And I don't think. And what did Shay kill? Tigurius or something like that? Or did he kill anyone in his turn this last time? Anyway, we're gonna get scores from the Beats Lab breakdown crew in just a few minutes.
Talking it out, it's definitely that was a huge turn for Juice.
That was a big turn for Juice. It might be the turn he needed. So clock pause that clock, get it scores. This is a big turn. We need to know more.
Need to know what
last turn of the game. This is one of the closest games we've had. If you can get past turn 3 and it's not a broken back situation, the game is real.
Yeah, this is a real humdinger, as they say down here in the South.
Lavaris, I don't think killing. Well, you didn't kill him in your turn because at end of phase he got back up. I don't think any kills on reanimating characters count until the final time they don't get back up. The only time they count is when you're talking about doing wounds. So some secondaries are just how many wounds can you do to somebody. Oh, the score is getting tight, guys. Juice just picked up a lot of points. 7-point swing. He's still behind. This is going to be the last turn of the game. This is the closest game in the history of live battle reports right now for the Long War. 20-23. Shay, his lead is precarious.
What are we looking at? Like
Psychic phase right now. Smites. This has to be the smites. Oh, blades. He's bladesing up. Is he not going to just fucking smite? That does not seem like the correct move.
I would even move in advance so that you definitely smite Gilliman.
You definitely just smite.
Looks like Gilliman's closest. The smite would have been the play.
Yeah. Failed. They audible to smite and he failed to roll. They made him. So I think they're like, "Can I do smite?" And he's like, "Yes, we have to re-roll it," and he failed it. The universe will always do that to you.
Plan 1 failed. Interesting. Anyway, the game plan still should be to kill the scouts and then pick on Gilliman. I still think he's got a good play to kill the scouts and Gilliman, and then you're looking at probably winning off of finishing off Kingslayer and scoring your objectives.
All right. Plagueburst Crawler. The Plagueburst Crawler to G-Man. That's the problem. That's also the problem. So real quick, let me get an update from the field because Lavaris is... That's something that I think Lavaris was getting at earlier. He was saying killing G-Man in your turn, but him getting back up, if it doesn't count as a kill, then did Shay kill anything in his turn?
I think he killed Tiggy.
I think he killed Tiggy. So I think he got the kill. So Plagueburst Crawler, 1 hit to G-Man, right? Or no hits? Ooh, to scouts. Oh, because not every Plagueburst is Crawler, is closer, I guess. Whiffed everything. Is this the turn? The Dream Crusher? Oh no, is this Overwatch? Oh my god, this is so gangster. The Dream Crusher's rolls are failing him, and G-Man
he didn't kill
hit.
any scouts. He didn't kill anything.
Reroll the wound. 1 wound to a Plague Marine, a Demon Prince. Fails it. Or
2 damage.
That. Fail it. 2 disgusting resilience saves. Oh my god. 2 wounds coming in. Get fucked.
Oh, that's hilarious. Remember, this guy has a 2-up armor, so these are 4-up saves he's failing.
Yep. And is this another round of Overwatch? What the fuck is this? Snipers Overwatch. You see if he gets some 6s. 1 wound.
Did he really come after both of them?
I think he did. All right. Demon Prince is there. He's there. Wobbly modeler. He puts him back down. Right. Just for the camera, it looks like.
We know where it is.
Okay, this is
Land Raider's been a huge icon right here.
Yes.
Fighting over this Land Raider.
All right, Demon Prince. Here we go. Hits on 2s, rerolls 1s. Wounds on +1 to wound. Oh no, he didn't do the blade, so he's wounding on straight up 4s. No modifiers. Was that 3 wounds?
Well, he's strength 7.
7 wounds on 3s.
So 3's to win.
I always forget that Gilliam is not toughness 7.
He is a T6 medium-sized man.
So fails 1. Is that D? That's D3. So he's doing it 1 by 1 for the camera, I think. He fails them all. G-Man dead.
Oh, huge. That's it. Kingslayer. Points, kill, scored.
Well, he already maxed Kingslayer, I think, because of the death and come back. And I think that was also old school Warlord.
It's good.
Game's not over, though. That's kills. That's what he killed something. And he got, and it's last blood if Juice can't kill anything in this turn. But I think that those scouts are going to get out of that combat and Leviathan's going to kill a fucking Demon Prince. If I know what's going to happen here. Game is not over.
What was the score before this turn? Did we get a...
Yes, it's 20-23 right now. Juice is down 3 points. We're going to the last turn. Scouts are falling out of combat. He's going to stay 1 inch away, and he's going to take that objective right now. Leviathan holds objective 4. Razorback holds objective 5. Juice is going to score, is going to hold more, and hold. That's already 2 points. Okay? So one of those points undoes Last Blood. One of those points undoes Warlord. So they're tied right now. Okay? I mean, tied on, like, not tied because...
Yeah, he needs to gain 3.
So now Juice has to kill more than one thing if possible, which I don't know if he can do. We have to split those fucking Storm Shatter guns up between Typhus and that fucking Demon Prince. If Juice can do it. Juice has to kill more. And I think that we're talking He's actually has what is it called when you get Vanguard, when you get behind somebody's enemy lines? What is it for old school?
Linebreaker.
So the Juice has Linebreaker, which ties Last Blood. He's also going to get Last Blood if he kills something. So I think Juice can do it.
That's 2 points right there. Yeah.
So Demon Prince just took a wound.
I feel like he needs the bonus point to tie. That's what my math is telling me. We will see. I'm just gonna let it play out before my head explodes.
So they both get Last Blood. Juice gets Linebreaker. Juice kills, he kills. Juice holds, he holds. Juice holds more. And Juice has to kill more. Juice
and they
can't
tie?
Juice I think they tie if he just kills and does all those things. Juice has to kill 2 units, I think, to win the game.
Ooh, well, this is insanity.
So here we go. All the assault cannons at that Demon Prince. Which Demon Prince? What's going on here? Ooh, give me some updates, Beat Slab Dan. Levy at the Leviathan at Demon Prince. Is he shooting everything?
They got the flamers. They're hitting Typhus.
Is he not going to split it up? Oh, okay. We'll see what happens. I don't know how many wounds left. Oh, it's a bad roll. Okay, these are going off on invulnerables. They're neg 2, right?
Yeah, so 4 up invulnerable, or 4 up save, 4 up armor,
or -1. That's right. So these are 2 damage each.
That's a lot. I don't think he's gonna make it.
So this is step 1. This guy has to die. Is it 5? He dead. Step 1. So Juice, I think, right now has tied the game in my rough estimates. Because he's killed, he's held more, Linebreaker, Last Blood. I think he's tied.
So now we're looking at, we need to kill more.
And these are estimates. I don't know what's exactly going on down there. I don't need the idiosyncrasies because he already got maxed out Big Game Hunter, right?
Big Game was maxed.
Marked is maxed. No, Typhus is a marked unit. Oh my god, he should have shot Typhus.
Typhus was a whole extra point. Yes.
Yep, that was a misplay. So now he's gonna try to kill this Plague Burst Crawler. I think Typhus was a marked unit. I think Typhus would have been the auto win or the auto tie. Oh, he can't see Typhus. I guess they measured it out and they couldn't see Typhus through the wall. Two wounds to a Plague Burst Crawler. I think that's the game right there.
Somebody tell me a story about what just happened.
Is it a tie or is it a win?
Yeah,
Is it a tie or is it a win? Oh my god.
What a game. Came down to the wire. I have no idea. We just have to have them added up.
Yep, they're gonna add it up right now in the beat slot. Like I said, we don't know the idiosyncrasies of what was going on there. In my mind, it's within a point or it's a tie.
Real quick, if it is a tie, it goes to victory points.
Is that how it works in ITC? I see a lot of ties in ITC still.
Victory points is what's left on the table.
Ooh. Oh, is it a tie? What's left on the table? Are we going what's left on the table?
Because what's left on the table is hilarious.
Or did Juice pull it out? I'm not sure. Like I said, can't wait. Oh, this will be sick. All right, we're gonna be hearing from these guys in just 1 second, guys. If you're watching, this is live battle report right here. Boots on the ground, Dan. We got Rob from the Cat Command Center in there. Juice, the Dream Crusher Shay in full force. That was a 6-turn game. It was one of the closest games. We're about to get the final score and figure it out. The first 3 turns were just the most brutal things I've ever seen. Whew.
How about all them saves, man?
Right?
Feel no pain.
The Feel No Pain game was strong.
Yeah, well, that changed the whole game. Obviously, there's more. To be honest, there's more blue on the table than I thought. After that first couple turns,
told you, Leviathan became a problem there at the end. He's like,
he's a problem. He never got interacted with. They ignored him, and he picked up some units there at the end, and really may have won Juice the game,
or at least tied the game, or kept it not embarrassing. We'll see. Either way, I'll take it.
Because they're not adding it up further, I believe Juice lost barely, is my prediction.
Well, they're telling us
Guys,
right
can you
now.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We need the final
Hey.
score.
It's right here. We're getting it in. Getting it in. Come on, Dan. Let us know.
26, 27, Shay.
Oh, 1 point. I said it was within a point or a tie.
It was Typhus. We were
Typhus.
saying Typhus was the play there at the end would have tied it.
Dude, and I couldn't have tried to. I guess I maybe could have negotiated around.
You should have moved
maybe
up
tried
and
to-
taken the -1 to hit.
I wanted to worry about the.
But you would have
objective
lost
for
the
some
objective.
reason.
You're right.
Yeah. So and I wanted to make sure that I hit on 2s. The second I go to move, I didn't want to hit on 3s. So he was within 8 inches. So I gave him the flamer. I was going to see if it was closer. I had some snipers that I could have shot over. Either way, I want to say give it up to my man,
Dream Crusher,
who has been dubbed the Dream Crusher. Literally shat all over me for 2 turns.
This is great.
I'm talking about you literally pulled a me on myself.
Yeah.
Wow, it was unbelievable.
It was last week, round 2, with the roles flipped.
With the roles flipped,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I do want to say, put it out there for anybody and all the people watching, all you Space Marine players and all the non-Space Marine haters. Damn it, if you just say to yourself, you have a Primarch, weather the storm, last for 6 turns, and you can make a game out of anything.
Yeah.
Right?
If you have a Relic, Leviathan, and a Primarch, you can do the Lord's work.
You can do some shit. Let me
And
tell
I'm talking about overcoming. I'm happy with a 26-point loss. I am feeling great right now, and I even killed my own damn, Tech Marine with an overcharging play. And again, for anybody who's wondering oh, maybe you played. No. So obviously hindsight's 2020. I would have, I want to make sure I don't fail a charge with Bobby G. I was actually put in a position. I looked like I was going to charge those, that big blob of cultists right then. I wanted to, if I did, because I think I heard somebody say Juice likes to declare everybody. I damn sure did. There was a DP that was 11 inches away. If I got a sick charge roll, I was going to loop all the way around and just smoke a DP from the beginning.
Through, yeah.
Right? But because the Rhino right there didn't block, is in a ruin, I can move over it. But the second that I smoke checked myself, I was like, well, I got to come back over here.
Well, the plan changed because the Tech
Marine.
Marine was obviously going to go in there and do some work.
Yeah, so the Tech Marine's got the flamer, a plasma gun, and then he's got in
servo
close
harness
combat,
and an axe or some
he's
shit.
got the triple harness. Yeah, he can do some work right there. So I felt if I could do a couple wounds to the drone before I got there, I felt I had a punch.
And he has a 2-up save, right? So he can take those entropy cannons or those flamer cannons.
I told Kenny that he forgot that his Lord and Savior Rabute Gilliman wasn't standing next to him, and he couldn't re-roll the one.
He was like, wait a second, I want to. And then I was like, oh, I've got a CP, because at the beginning of that turn, I was checklisting. I was like, I did separate. I do want this. But I got so salty because in my mind, I got so salty that Shay has been just stonewalling my damn feel no pains and those invulnerable saves that I had to waste my CP roll on the damage results to still only not kill the damage.
To only not do shit.
Awesome.
To not do shit. So yeah, it was an absolute slugfest. Obviously, hindsight, I wish I could have maybe done a few things different. I do a standard protocol. I don't care about my objective.
That's been a reoccurring theme for 3-4 games for you.
So I want everybody to know I actually felt good because where I was in my ruins and because I knew the entry or the cannons in the back that I wanted to make a fire base. If I'm in the dead center, my fire base doesn't do shit and they can't see shit. So in my mind, I was like, look, I'm gonna put my Razorbacks here. If I need one Razorback that was on the left side of the building was gonna go back to my middle. Well, once I then realized that Shay had heavy loaded the one side, I was like, I got to make a play for this.
Yeah.
If I can move here, hold the ground, and then blow my way through some things, I might have a chance. So either way, I wish I maybe even would have dedicated a few scouts. I don't know what.
I was actually going to say scouts.
So
scouts, that's a point. You would have tied the game if those scouts were there.
Yeah, if it was absolutely, and then maybe if I just deploy them there, So the one throwaway unit that I didn't really care about was the 5-man, right? That didn't have any guns. Well, so I just, in my mind, I'm thinking too, if I put 5 scouts out in the open, Shay's just going to just be like, oh, I'll kill those 5
Right,
guys.
but then maybe Devastator Squad. That's why it's hindsight. So it's a hard
absolutely,
conversation to
absolutely.
have. But, you know, that's kind of what scouts are for, is like, yo, get guys.
Force them to deal with the objective instead of, so yeah, no, there's always some plays we always wish in football games we can get back. At least I had a plan for this one. I made a conscious, there's some like some things I'm just like, fuck it. I'm so dead set on wanting to move forward.
No, I saw the juice. I saw the hand trembles. I was like, this motherfucker's going to move this for Brute Gilliman. He don't give a fuck. Like I saw.
Dude, I wanted it. So, and we were both blowing through CP, but like one of the things that was with the Space Marines that I'm realizing too, there's no cool traits that they can do. Like you Space Marines should be pissed off that everybody else gets cool shit. And there is almost nothing that you guys cool. So yeah, you got the mortal wound tricks with special weapons that I tried to use, and you've got
Like they got Scions of Gilliman and Chapter the Ancient Chapter. Those are the only other two that I think I've ever seen people play.
Right? Yeah, and by the time again Shay rolling so well on the Feel No Pains and the Vulnerables literally sharked so many of my rolls of my CP that I wasn't getting back.
Yeah.
That I was having to burn them just to do multiple damage, just to do, because I felt like I was chasing.
Yeah, you're trying to play catch up.
Right. And then so because hindsight again, I would have just said, fuck it, I'm not going to kill that thing. Keep the CP back for Bobby G. But, to make that call in the moment when you're like, this could be the dice that finally pushes me through, kills that damn thing, and I can move on to the next one.
Shay, let me talk to you for a second. My biggest issue with your game plan was not pushing up the plague crawlers early. You held them back turn 1, which is normal. I would have liked to see you hug that center terrain, and then what that does is allows your flamers to interact in the later rounds of the game. Going back in time, I think, do you agree that you could have moved up, hid your tanks behind this ruin, and then they would have been able to use their flamers later on?
Yeah, no, I do, because my logic behind it was, hey, I don't want to move these plague burst crawlers and suffer that -1 and have them not put any work in. But like you said, later in the game, it really would have helped, especially after I killed the Devastators. Like at that point, the big guns weren't doing me too much, and the flamers would have put in their work, especially had they killed like those scouts back there.
I've played with them a couple
shots
times. You're going to lose that turn 1 alpha strike like feeling, but you're going to win more often. And what really the reason that you do that is your Arch Contaminator Demon Prince is now in the cut, right? He's up with the flies. He's given the flies reroll to wound. He's in position to charge something. Like you kind of held your flies back early too. Just so that they all kind of huddled together.
And not to shit on your game plan, you played with your Demon Princes very well though, like keeping them in the back, and then a lot of people don't know how to do that. So you I think you made maybe a few got a little too defensive with a couple units, but you did it perfectly with the Demon Princes, I think.
Kimmy, that's a great point, because I want you to know I was expecting. For me, you guys saw how I deployed and how I moved with Bobby G for the first. I expected, when I play a lot of Demon Prince players, and some of them are Nurgle and they have some -1 to hit abilities, they kind of walk around with a puff chest out to like, yo, I can survive this, right? Like Shay did some, right? Like Shay did some work by killing some Devastators. So in my mind, I'm like, yes, please feel a little overconfident and overextend and throw a Demon Prince so I can just scoop him real quick. But it didn't happen, especially because I was having to stay back with the Leviathan. That Leviathan, it's to the point where he's at, you just have to take what he gives you, because you're not going to kill him. Like once he survived the first turn or two, like the dude's not going to die.
Nope.
And then another thing is that I want to talk about is I did have a bubble. I loved it. I love the Bobby G bubble and everything else. But like for every player out there, don't feel like you have to put every one of your models in that corner. Like if I don't put these Razorbacks over here, I don't get Linebreaker.
If your Razorbergs weren't on the right side to counter what he did on the right side, he just would have gotten points the whole game unchecked, and you wouldn't have.
right? And then one of my mark for death units was that unit of Poxwalkers. I knew that DP would be able to fly around and do whatever he wanted. So like in my mind, that was the firepower because it had the speed, right? Of what I wanted. And the last thing that I want to talk about, and you'll see on a tactics video coming up over at Battle Brother Patreon page, what I did was, and I don't know if I'm on the overhead or not, but whenever I was charged, right here, you always do two things. That I had my characters here, and then literally touching in the dead center my other space marine, right? And then so when I go, and so because I'm abreast here, you literally, to bubble wrap me, you have to come all the way around this guy, not even just bubble wrap one. You've got to come around the entire way just to be able to lock me, because if not, this guy will be able to full fall back, and then this guy can fall through the hole that he was in, right? So that's end up what happening is this guy went here, and then instead of falling back in the same direction to have it happen, I spread to the winds, right? To make Shay, with his one demon prince that he has, he's going to come one way or the other. So at least I'll be able to shoot one turn. Or I'll be able to shoot with at least one Razorback. Yeah, that was an absolute great game. That was the hands down tightest game that we've had since. Yeah. Right. Sean and I had a really great game, but it wasn't even as close as this.
Well, 6 turns, 1 point separating the winner from the loser is mathematically the only way to be a tighter game is a tie, go to tiebreakers, and then have the same amount of points and tie, I guess, is the only.
Yeah. And it's so funny you say that. 2 Plague Burst crawlers versus a Leviathan, a Scout Squad,
2 Razorbacks,
and 2 Razorbacks is pretty damn close. Oh, you've got Typhus.
170 point Typhus. I was doing the math. It's actually really close if it did go to victory points. And ITC, the tiebreaker is an arm wrestling. After that,
I mean, we would have to do it. I actually think you might be able to take me. No. So, guys, what an absolute blast! Big thanks to Robbie B and Boots on the Ground Dan for being in here making shit happen.
The Emperor is the Emperor of Cats still in studio?
He is,
Of course.
he is. He's making cat naps and cat things happen. Guys, I'm actually going to bring both those two as we've been doing, so we'll keep the same routine. We're going to bring Boots and Cats McGee.
Cats
Robbie
and Boots? B. Boots and Cats?
Oh, Cats McGee,
Boots,
Robbie
Cats,
B.
Boots, and Cats, and Boots.
We're going to call him, I got it, Puss and Boots.
Oh, Boots. Puss and Boots just happened.
Oh, the new squad. It's Puss and Boots.
Yep.
Yes.
Robbie B, the Catman, Puss, and Boots on the Ground, Mouse Man, Big Dan.
Other people on the stream?
Yeah, there's people in the stream.
You guys are so tall.
Yeah, everyone in that room is taller than you.
You can't eat.
So tall.
You can't eat food. You're not people.
There's some food.
I
I can eat meat.
Can you eat cat food?
That's all you need.
Is that gluten free?
Probably not.
Not in America.
Yo.
Robbie B, Dan, thank you guys so much for kicking it ass, keeping us updated, keeping the technology rolling. Turn it over to you guys for promotions. If there's going to be a contest and maybe a Cyber Monday sale, and turn it over to Rob for information about the future and what we're doing for the rest of the year.
You want to go first?
Sure.
You go first.
I'll get out of here. So, all right. So all I know about is next live battle report will probably be New Year, because we got a lot going on. Just getting married. We're all going to be splitting for the holidays next month. So this Wednesday we'll not have a podcast. So if you watch us live on YouTube, Twitch, and all the other places like Facebook Live, we won't have a podcast this Wednesday because we'll all be en route. Well, everybody else will be en route to this location for Juice's nuptials, and then we'll be back next weekend or next Wednesday for the podcast. I don't know what day that is. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's like, I don't know, the 3rd, the 4th. We'll go 4th. You heard it here first.
Fake news.
Yep. That's all I got.
Dan, what you got? Dan, you got anything?
Yeah, so Monday our members package starts. We've got it all written up. I'm gonna do a post probably just look for it on all our Facebook groups Monday morning. It'll be on there. And then starting Monday also too, basically on a regular basis, we're gonna, any GW order over $50 is 15% off. because that's what they give us the ability to do. So why not give it to y'all? It just makes more sense.
Sweet, Dan. I love your happy face that you're putting on right now.
Bro, let me tell you, I'm the happiest person in this room, but you can't tell whether I'm pissed off or I'm happy. That's just how I constantly am.
I thought he was just trying to generate as much enthusiasm he can for the 15% off GW.
He's so
I'm
excited.
enthused right now. Okay? I'm super enthused.
Well,
Hey,
I
Rob,
can tell you what, everybody's going to want to use that 50% off on is them battle forces that are going to go on pre-order next
right.
weekend.
Rob, it's the 5th, by the way, that Wednesday you're talking about.
The 5th? What did I say?
Fourth.
Clickbait. Fake news.
What did I say? The 4th?
Fourth.
Yeah.
So close. God,
Spiky
math is always
Bits
supposed
used to be
right.
a good website. What happened to you?
Dang it.
What can you do about that?
Ooh, somebody write that up in my fact-checking, spreadsheet. Fail.
It's 15% off, chat. Not 50. He was like 50%. No.
50?
What?
5-0?
No.
That's better than what G-Dub does.
1-5.
All right, I think we did it, guys. Rob, why don't you take us out of here, man?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
here, right?
Oh, we're going to do
Yeah,
something on the
here.
fly? Just real quick? Oh, maybe we'll. Okay.
There's literally the first time in the history of ever that
Outside of Adepticon.
Outside of Adepticon, that all our bodies are in the same.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's a lot
My
of
body is
body.
ready.
Yeah.
Except
And
for
then
this.
Can we fit all right here? I don't know.
There's a lot of man.
It is a lot. I'll be in the middle.
And then Friday will be the first time that all of us plus Sean are in the same since Adepticon.
Oh, wow. That's true. So, yeah, we might pop in on the lives, on the streams, on the streams.
do things?
Yeah. It won't be the full-on, 3-hour production or anything like that, but yeah.
I'm sensing a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yeah, why not?
I challenge you to an arm wrestling match too.
Oh, this will go well.
Why is everyone trying to arm wrestle me?
Bro, I got you. Leverage. It's
I'll
all
drink.
about leverage.
I'll
Do you even know what a king's roll is? What do you know about arm wrestling?
What a king's roll? I'll tell you what a king's roll is. Me beating you in an arm wrestling match.
All right, you're about to get your wrist broken. I'm just letting you know.
I actually finished the 2-for-6 Euro combo at Arby's.
Yeah.
So he's feeling about himself right now.
He's a grown man right now.
I'll wrestle you for fun, though.
Wrestle? I'm
I'll let
trying
you-
to
I'll let you be
die.
me.
Arm wrestle.
I ain't trying to die. There it is.
Oh man.
Let's
Thanks,
do it.
guys.
Shut it down.
Well, I guess that's it for this one, y'all. Make sure you head on over to longwar.net. That's the home of the live battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of Long War today.
All that enthusiasm.
All right. So if you're following along live, this is when we get to do some fun stuff. I'm just gonna set up a quick raid into the blogosphere of Twitch while you watch these hilarious dudes and their antics as they clean up. We're gonna raid Hannah over on Twitch right now. She's a member of the Long War Network. Hannah. They are doing some silly shit. All right, guys, we're setting up that raid. Let's bring that positivity to the community of Twitch. Show them the love. Show them the positivity. Come over, give her a follow. If you're over on Facebook, HoboTube, follow us. You won't be disappointed.